backing down. Yeah, we never backing down for the Lord, and we gonna stand up. We never backing down. We never backing down. We never. Yeah, cause we gonna teach the people. We gonna spread the word. We gonna preach the word to the world, and we gonna bring them in. We gonna hit the street till they alive, until they alive.
You are now flying.
We hit the block in the thousands. From Detroit to Ghana, from old block back to the islands. Reach. The army of God, we here to clean up the problems. Preach. That fervent heat, some more on the beat. So who finna pay for this blood in the streets? Shush. They said the revolution wouldn't be televised, but we stand today and got them petrified. Our own lives we willing to jeopardize for the word of God, the saints to weaponize. We the dry bones that the text describe, the prophecy that got them mesmerized. My real Jews gon' stand the test of time, but the ones that bug and push the pesticide. We in the tabloids, y'all in your feelings. We standing up to fight for our people, cause we tired of the killers. We going live in a minute, we here to rise with the remnant. Y'all see we obviously different, chosen for this 144, just how it was written. We hit the block in the thousands. From Detroit to Ghana, from old block back to the islands. Reach. The army of God, we here to clean up the problems. Preach. That fervent heat, some more on the beat. So who finna pay for this blood in the streets?
Yeah, I'm with my crew and my posse. Just got back from Kumasi. Kindly, somebody find me. I'm in your hood with bishops and deacons and captains and angels and armies behind me. IUIC is moving at top speed. You see a dome, I see my assigned seat. Leave us alone, you scheming like Ponzi. Real ones is back, they screaming out finally. Whole lot of roughnecks, head made of flint. Devil must flee, I don't care where you went. Blood in these streets, red 10 on the tip. Listen your strip like we on a defense. We ain't reviewing your album when we say spinning your projects again and again. You know the prophet's a problem. Who about to do something about it?
We hit the block in the thousands. From Detroit to Ghana, from old block back to the islands. Reach. The army of God, we here to clean up the problems. Preach. That fervent heat, some more on the beat.
Hold on. Y'all ain't leaving out deep. Fourth drive ride with a swag on them. Zay's on the beat, put the fan on it, band on it. You the blue, black, no tan on it. Purple stands out, no doubt. Put the brand on it, stand on it. Ayy, he done went straight. Do the work, jerk. Ain't that what he say? Sun done went down on them clowns on they base. This morning to morning, no light on they face. Man, let me get back to my Judas. I want the whole earth, we seek rulership. Your pastor keep capping, he full of it. Chopping they doctors, don't know who they fooling with. We bring the tutelage, man. Better fix face. We can make time on the grind all day. Gotta ride for the tribe, yeah, the vines on the way. Put the bombs on the bonnet, cause them bonds gon' save. Safe. Ain't here to play. Israel United dividing.
Bring it out!
Breaking the snake, we ain't biting your base. See you fishing to hear what you saying. These heathens gon' pay. Hell yeah, they gon' pay. And I'm patiently waiting this day when they all at the way. And the king in this place. And we back in them gates. You gon' see that purple rain.
From Detroit to Ghana, from old block back to the islands. Reach. The army of God, we here to clean up the problems. Preach. That fervent heat, some more on the beat. So who finna pay for this blood in the streets? Shush.
Yo. IUIC.
You are now flying.
Let's go. Stand behind us, protect you. Stand beside us, respect you. But if you stand in the way, then you gon' rue the day when we have to dissect you. Rain, fire upon the tempter. Woo, it's hot, check the temperature. The prophets is back, yeah, and they black. Babylon, feel pressure.
When you hear that thunder, it's lightning, go check on the weatherman. I'm just saying, can't think of a better plan than obeying the lamb. Anything else is a scam. These Bruce will get shot in this wartime. It's a sea of that purple, no short line. Cause we breaking the mold and changing the game with zero emojis, flame.
Turn it down, yeah, you know that this lit ain't no turn it down. Yeah, we running this race and we get a crown. Then we stop on the heat until he hit the ground. Yeah, we trading the wine press. End of that kingdom, no time left. No end of our kingdom is timeless. Daniel 7, when you find that, can't hide that.
United in Christ is a switch up. The scars on my eyes, I couldn't believe it. I see in 3D it's the bishops. This covenant hawk, then hand salute. This truth hit like a new when it shoot. A chess move, it's the King's Gambit. Black and white bronze can't stand it, and we taking the plan.
Read the message, where the Bible close, where the vest is. Walking with the giants like a lone star. Everything bigger where the text is. All our enemies in the way. All these heathens hating demon day. We ain't worried about a nigga never, cause he ain't stopping nothing anyway.
Thankful what we display. Kill one and we coming with more numbers. No 808s, we was once base, but now we done made the whole world wonder. Media try to portray our people as killers and whoremongers. Now we done relayed that all race is really the forerunners.
I need that P-O-W-E-R, no C-sir. My guy black like Kedar. I'm in a 10 sub, they 10 sub, but they see us coming. Fervent heat and them sons of thunder get the boost stumping. Benjamin cut his doctrine up. I mean, he slid on them like it's cool runners.
We hit the block like a stampede. We on the road. We here to wake up the foe. We hop on the road. The place is remote, but still we taking control. We on the front line, ready for war. We here to raise up the poor. We risking our lives for the prize, so sit back, watch us endure.
Power! He's gonna give us power on the earth like it's never been seen before. Go ahead. Thou shalt thresh the mountains. We're gonna thresh the mountains, meaning the governments. Go ahead. And beat them small. And we're gonna beat the governments of the world small. Go ahead. And shall make the hills as chaff. We're gonna make the smaller governments as chaff. Go ahead. Thou shalt fan them, and the wind shall carry them away. And when we fan these nations, the wind shall carry them away. Go ahead. And the whirlwind shall scatter them. And the whirlwind shall scatter them. And thou shalt rejoice. Rejoice, brothers. Rejoice, sisters. Go ahead. And shall glory in the Holy One of Israel. And we're going to glory in the Holy One of Israel. Everybody understand that? Yes, sir. 12 tribes. 12 tribes. 12 tribes. And with that, we say shalom. Shalom. Shalom.
You are now flying.
Southwest.
They can come closer than close. But they'll never be like IUIC. Travel around coast to coast. Just like the bishop that never will be. Nobody does it better. Touch one of us, we on your helmet like a beehive. That's like a little toy truck against a semi. Soaked up some game from the leadership, did I? Walked away from the streets, yeah, I admit I almost lost it when they shot our brother off in Lewis. Legions in the sky saying, how you wanna do this? Girding up our loins cause the church is full of eunuchs. Respect on the name, yeah, it used to be Lewis. Marching in the line looking like a purple spine. Christ is the head, you still dead, never mind. You don't like the truth, so you made up a lie. P, we was in the spirit, we don't die, multiply. Spiritual war, you want a spiritual vacation. You do it for the likes, we do it for our nation. We superheroes, won't blast your location. Blank man, mask and cake, you still in your mama's basement. Close. But they'll never be like IUIC. We drive around coast to coast. Just like the bishop that never will be. Nobody does it but nobody does it better. Nobody does it better.
Ain't nobody tolerating feelings and emotions. If it come from the Bible, ask ye devil, use the lotion. You black, I ain't talking skin, I'm talking your behavior. Your countenance dark side, you chose the red lightsaber. I get it, you from a tasteless camp, didn't get the flavor. We get it since over here, your general Darth Vader. I read in the book of Peter, the lion seeks to devour. The prophet Luke told you count the cost, you plan to build a tower. IUIC Los Angeles, but there's more than one West. San Diego, San Francisco, Sacramento, AZ, Vegas. Clearly we get the vision, prophecy and sunny weather. Palm trees, and on the beach rebuking sin in the city. Who better? Not them punk rockers, not them bums. I ain't see them in the suburbs in Africa or the slums. You see us all on the project blocks. Watch out, here they come. They like, man, the line keeps on going. Energizer drums.
Yeah, the landlord of the gospel, you know we get it cracking. More game spiritual, biblical, mean it's more than rapping. Your study habits is lacking, that's why we double lap them. Stay about that action, they camping, we know what really happened. Membership slacking, they lacking, that's why they want the smoke. The vanguards of the gospel, we see the okey doke. SUV or caravans, wiggle when we bless your city. We in the heart of the hood, where gritty. Your thoughts are small like corners, we focus on the globe. And we enduring through trials like our Father Joe. Ride with the general, literal, cause it be only one. It can get critical, physical, touch the holy ones. We be the only ones, push about the 50 states. Giving all glory to Father, the one that keep us safe. Frontline soldier, never fold like a dollar bill. EA Sports all in the game, that mean I'm on the field.
But that'll never be like IUIC. We drive around coast to coast. Just like the bishop that never would be. Nobody does it better. Nobody does it better.
You are now flying.
Okay, we pull up in the hood where they say it ain't safe. It's all good, little nigga, we straight. We ain't doing nothing wrong, we just tryna be great. And show them love in our enemies' face. They say it's a marathon, funny cause my guy racist. They hate this, we on the block with the basics. And we ain't talking nothing, just a sword, that's a Cambridge. And we don't care about what they say. Everybody put your hands up when you feel good today. Hit the brody up like what's good today. You hear me, Bella, y'all really feeling good today. Probably about to hit another hood today. Now I'm swerving on the fly mission, but we like to call it serving. Call on the hater, Iceman, George Gervin. Scriptures cutting deep, it's guaranteed to leave you hurting. Now tell me what the word is. We probably about to pull up in the hood where they say it ain't safe. It ain't safe.
A lot of these niggas be in chairs, they can't stand us. Hearing us marches like an anthem. Yeah, we hear the sick, the lame, we tell them stand up. But some of these niggas is bitter, they bring cancer. Some of these preach for higher, we bring answers. Like karate, we keep growing higher and higher. Store my treasure to heaven, that's a wire transfer. We in dangerous places, but we still sad. Waiting at home is a high play. Oh, you think you hard with your AK? I got 144K. Fighting over blocks, we don't take you serious. We teach from the Bronx up to Nigeria. Filling up my cup till it runs over. Going hard till I go home.
Okay, we pull up in the hood where they say it ain't safe. It's all good, little nigga, we straight. We ain't doing nothing wrong, we just tryna be great. And show them love in our enemies' face. They say it's a marathon, funny cause my guy racist. They hate this, we on the block with the basics. And we ain't talking nothing, just a sword, that's a Cambridge. And we don't care about what they say. Everybody put your hands up and you feel good today. Hit the brody up like what's good today. You hear me, Bella, y'all really feeling good today. Probably about to hit another hood today. Now I'm swerving on the fly mission, but we like to call it serving. Call on the hater, Iceman, George Gervin. Scriptures cutting deep, it's guaranteed to leave you hurting. Now tell me what the word is. We probably about to pull up in the hood where they say it ain't safe. It ain't safe.
I've been searching my time, like trying to figure out where to fit in. Bishop pulled up on me and told me, Lord, I'ma get in. This was on the side, but we post up some like a fishing. This was well accepted, no longer know what we're getting. Super Saiyan demons and doctors, I'm like with Goku. 1611 King James Version, that's where we go to. Just keep on your seatbelt and know that there ain't no eating. But if you see them cherries and berries, don't get too scary. Mrs. Officer, Mrs. Officer, please take the handcuffs off of us. We ain't heard nobody, so get off of us. And reading 1611 is the law for us. You ain't my kin, but excuse my friend. I represent the jungle, I'ma say that then. I remember Holy Spirit now from way back when. And I know you pulled me over, cause from way back
We
then.
probably about to pull up in the hood where they say it ain't safe. It ain't safe. It ain't safe.
Yeah. Northside,
You are now flying.
check it. Look, it's a cold world. They still slaughtering the Jews like a wholesale. Ain't trying to turn on the news, I'm seeing all hell. They trying to catch all my juniors, them jails Odell. We in a spot where the hitters be. All they know is drama and nicotine. The sticks we got, give them epiphanies. Nigga, you kidding me? Ain't no flip that could get you as lit as these. The script turned the crip in the mystic clean. That's really the plan though. Had us chained with the minds and manacles. Couple verses, now they thought sabbaticals. We international, that's a booster for the sick and the weak. We got the missions moving, lifting the speech, capiche? I'm in the league with commandos, creasing the pants stove, seeking the beast till the CSP is handled. That's the results when the Saints pop out. We in the paint until the space pop out. Yeah.
Welcome to Blog Talk Radio.
They say I'm too black, so I don't fit in the system. Miseducated, but somehow we got wisdom. These niggas ain't looking the same. Crash course about the Jews going missing. Black men.
To start your show now.
Your show is scheduled to start in 27 seconds.
They chop hands, I'm angry. But what do I do? I know my silence on a topic doesn't make things better. I speak up, I know my influence could bring change. I'm more patient now, knowing that we've been through pain. This is the breakthrough. To raise a family, it takes two. But missing fathers was forced on us.
Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's that time again. Yeah. Ya es la hora. You know, power hour. Ponle atención, class is in session. Tune in for an hour, maybe more, that's a blessing. Learn from the captains and the leadership. Flee from religion, cause them churches never teaching shit. Everything you learn for your benefit. Line upon line is a requisite. Never take a deficit, yeah. That mean you take a loss if you stray from the way. You get the understanding if you study every day. Apply what you learn and bless when you pray. There's one interpretation, man, it's say what it say. Ya viene el tiempo, entra para el templo. Aprende del maestro con talento. La Biblia es el centro, usando a Israel como instrumento. No te pierdas en doctrina como viento. Estudia y ora y aplica. Tiempo para Dios, ven, hace una cita. Escritura dinamita, morenos y hispanos israelitas. Oye cómo explica Israel unido en Cristo para la vida, nunca se divida. Tune in, it's the power hour. Learn your family history, don't be a coward. Yeah. Tune in, it's the power hour. I said learn your family history, don't be a coward.
Yeah, history to learn. It's the power hour. The 11th hour. Tune in to your history. You know it ain't no mystery. Power hour. The 11th hour. You know get your history. 11th hour. Power hour.
Shalom, shalom. Yeah. Welcome to the Power Hour Plus.
Hour Plus.
What are you doing on Amazon?
Looking for a used camera. He over here clicking.
Bro, we like the light. We don't have the light, but we had the light. You know what I'm saying? If we had the light in here, that we about to go live. On air.
2. You know what? I've been thinking of bringing back the blue lights. Remember the blue lights?
And your shot. I've been asking you for that for like forever.
For years, I know. And I saw some, and
is it the hell with you? They don't get you, the deacon, and I'm an artiste. I express myself.
In my time. No, I was thinking about that this week. I say I gotta get those lights in here, those blue lights.
Wipe your ass, nigga.
Damn. Yeah, there it is.
USB is low.
Yeah, it is a little low.
USB is low. Right. Who are you, sir?
Oh, I said it.
Did you?
Yeah.
But
one more time.
But who are you?
Let's run it back.
I am Deacon Yahshua from the mighty tribe of Issachar. I mean, no.
Stop it.
That was you.
Get some help.
That was all you.
No, because that's what everybody else is going to think, so maybe I just affirm it for
Right.
Beat him to the punch.
I did ask you guys, like, ages ago to, you know how they'll say the tribe when the deacons are talking?
Uh-huh. And then
how come I don't have that?
Damn. The sound or the
No,
the name?
you know how their name pops up and
Yes.
it's Deacon Asaph, tribe of Benjamin.
Yes.
Yeah.
I asked for those. I did ask.
How come I don't have that?
I asked for those actually.
How come I don't have that?
Damn. Ephraim get no love. That's crazy.
No. Not just Ephraim. Simeon don't get no
Northern
love.
Kingdom.
Manasseh don't
Northern
get no
Kingdom.
love. Asher don't.
Northern Kingdom.
No, Issachar does.
Because they Mexican.
Because no, well,
Damn.
because that's all y'all think.
Okay, we
there
like
is.
tacos.
it's
Porque we like tacos for the feast night. All the time.
We love you, God.
Hey, so who else we got before I say something? Now you
Officer
reminded me.
Shia.
Now you reminded me.
Officer Ruvain.
Officer Tobias.
Officer King Ruvain.
That
Melek.
part right
That's
there.
right, King,
That
King.
is correct.
The Greek word king.
Uh-huh.
We do. See, I didn't even bring it up this time, but it's okay. We gonna roll with it. It's King
All we said was
Ruvain.
King. That's
On,
your name, right?
on the government papers,
Peppers.
it's King Ruvain.
Okay.
Wipe your ass,
All praise.
niggas.
Okay, I'll praise it.
We in there.
Damn.
He seems
USB still
defensive.
low. Maybe turn up the main and bring
You
the
know
other
what? You
speakers
know what
in
it
there.
is. You know what it is. I mean, he filed papers and stuff, and then realizes he never sought counsel on that.
I actually did get counsel
From who?
the
Captain
name
Palu?
no the name whisperer of IUIC Arizona.
Officer, he threw you under the bus.
The name whisperer of IUIC Arizona.
Bro, he is not a name whisperer. He's just weird.
I mean, he tossing out names. Now, mind you, the brother's name is
He's a
Othaniel, but it's
self.
pronounced Othniel. But
No,
but still, though.
he's the self. No, I'm not
He's
gonna
the
say self.
self-proclaimed. He's the self-proclaimed name whisperer.
Hey,
He's
but-
kind of the self-proclaimed, but no. But everybody proclaimed him name whisperer because he doesn't say he's a self-proclaimed, but everybody be like, oh yeah, go to Iscar.
Yeah, but it's sarcastic though. I think he takes it as like a compliment, but everybody says that.
Yeah.
It's
Hey,
sarcastic.
but my name in the Bible though, bro. So don't even go there.
Yeah, Othniel. It's
Is
Othniel.
It's still in
No,
the
but
Bible.
he's not getting on your name.
Yeah,
Stop.
I wasn't.
Why is Judah so defensive?
Damn.
No.
Why we
He's
got-
And your
Damn
mic is
it. I
low. Your
wasn't
mic
getting
is
on
low.
his
Look.
name.
Why did it go to a Judah shot?
Sheesh.
Because
Oh, I think I know what you're gonna talk about.
his wife.
Yes, I know what they're gonna talk about. Bring it out. Bring it
I
out.
don't like the way this is turning.
Oh,
No,
my God.
because
Take the heat. Take the heat.
if you don't know, Officer Shai from the tribe of Issachar,
Yes.
wife is Judah.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
And
I know about this.
so my wife said, all right, she said, I'm gonna have a little fun with it. We're gonna do Judah dishes for the next new moon.
Uh-huh.
And
Shout out to all my IUIC Phoenix sisters. We love you.
yes, we do love y'all sisters. We
All
do love
praise.
y'all sisters. Y'all be-
Especially the kitchen team.
no, y'all. Yes, no. The kitchen
No, they
team
be
out
on
here be
point.
holding us down.
They do.
Yeah,
That's
they be
right.
holding
Straight
us
up.
down.
I'm not
Straight
saying
up.
no, but I know this story.
All right, back to you.
So-
Back to you, D.
So my wife says, "Look, man, I want to have a little fun with it. You all right if I post this?" I said, "Yeah, you can." So she was like, "All right, Judah gonna try to show out and show they got variety.
Right.
We're gonna do a Judah menu.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you what's on the Judah menu:
Chicken.
Mac and cheese.
chicken, collards,
Oh my God.
cornbread,
Hold on.
candy yams,
Oh my God. That's a meal.
and nobody could figure out dessert.
Oh damn.
That's
That's a
Sweet
sweet potato pie.
Like I'm thinking
That's a
that's
sweet potato
like
pie.
if you
Potato pie.
everything else was like
Red velvet
Nah, so his
cake.
wife says, "Look, something that's not peach cobbler, because that's what they
Yeah,
would have came
nah,
with.
no
Peach
peach
cobbler.
cobbler.
Something that's not peach cobbler. All right. Something that's not this or that." And I said, "All right." I said, "Of course, chicken. Right?
Chicken.
We're gonna have chicken." So I think on purpose, they didn't do the mac and cheese.
Damn.
And they didn't do the fried chicken. They did smothered chicken. I mean, it sounds delicious. I think it's a little heavy. My part, I think it's a little heavy for after the fast. But I'll pick it. I ain't hating. I mean, like I said, the sisters hold us down. They, I don't think there's been bad cooks. I don't think there's been a bad meal.
Are you gonna say the other part?
Right. So I'm gonna get to it.
Okay.
So so I'm chiming in.
this story, bro.
I'm chiming in a little bit. You know what I'm saying on the stuff. Throwing some shots.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, of course, there's no variety. It's exactly what's there. I thought they were gonna impress.
right.
It's whatever. And bro, like they couldn't come up with anything. Like so, there's more to say. Long story short. Judah couldn't cook everything, so we got some Northern Kingdom
To cook the Judah
wind up,
food?
that's gonna wind up cooking some Judah food.
Yes.
Okay.
Because it was Judah's chance to show out, and
my
Judah
God.
did not get all up on it.
Fumbled the ball.
And then his wife, instead of just taking the low, all right, she said, "Here we go." His wife, instead of just taking the low, was like, "All right, okay, well, we might not have variety." First of all, she owned
admitted it.
She
Okay.
owned it.
All right. She accountability.
But then she got to throw the shade, and she was like, but Judah will take other people's dish and put her own twist and make it fire.
Oh God.
You gotta hold to something
Oh
though.
God.
So I don't know, sis. I'm going to put you on blast right now. I think there was at least 2 Northern Kingdom dishes that she made that wouldn't. It wasn't nasty, but it was not better.
Damn.
It was not up to par.
Oh my God.
Right? Tembleque?
I don't remember.
What's that?
That's a Puerto Rican coconut type flan custard. It's not
Oh, it's
cocoa
a flan.
flan.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a
flan.
coconut dessert,
Okay.
right?
She did do that.
It was all right.
Right.
It was all right.
It was
You know, like if you buy like the rice pudding or the pudding pre-made in the supermarket,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
like you know, like Cozy Shack. It was kind of like that.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't anything special. And I want to say she did the picadillo,
Uh-oh.
What's that?
which is a Manessa dish, the ground seasoned beef.
I think she did.
Yeah, she's not a bad cook. Your wife's a good cook.
Yeah.
Your wife is a pretty good cook.
That just wasn't her feel.
But like the whole, here's the thing. I wouldn't have said nothing because here's the thing I gotta point out, Judah. In any of this, when I brought up the food stuff, did I ever say Northern Kingdom was better?
You did it. You said you had more variety.
And I just wanted to set the record straight on who was the originators of barbecue.
Barbacoa. That's true.
I never made it a competition, and I never made it about variance.
That's true.
Yeah, but
the
Judah
spirits
took
start
that.
rising up.
But
That's the spirit of
Judah,
Judah.
but
Yeah.
Judah,
Treacherous.
Judah took it. Judah took it, and they made this competition thing.
Yeah.
And then somehow, in the heat of everything, I had a handful of brothers and sisters talk about like
Up in arms.
right up and on. I never said Judah food was bad. Did I ever, in any moment, say that Judah food was bad?
No.
Nah, I can't. Nah, I don't recall.
I never even said it was unhealthy. They said it was unhealthy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't recall.
It still felt like an attack.
Everything feels like an attack.
You feel. You gotta get your
That's
E
what
out.
it is. That's
You gotta
what it
get your
is.
E out.
I
That's it.
never, in any moment,
Not at all.
Look at his face.
Not
Put
at
the
all.
camera. Zoom the camera in on
I
Zeke right now.
even
with
went
his
out
heart.
of the way to say that you have good Judah cooks. There's just not a lot of Judah cuisine.
Right.
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 And that's where I left it. But somehow Judah take it as
It was a.
It was a
I think Judah has a lot of insecurities.
Yes,
Damn.
they do.
And don't give me the whole, well, of course we do because of we was in captivity too.
For real.
Right, Judah got
I'm rude.
very offended. Very
Hey, can I say the other piece?
He said, "I'm."
Whoa,
rude."
what was the other
rude.
piece? What did I miss?
The other piece where, Judah was there, had a chance to shine, and all right, who's gonna cook?
And nobody stepped up.
And
nobody stepped up.
That's
bro.
crazy.
And nobody of
Really?
Judah, and no, everybody has something to say. My wife is telling me everybody has something
But
to say.
nobody of Judah stepped up to cook the Judah menu for
So
New
who-
Life.
Not one.
so
Oh,
who's
they
the-
didn't want to get black. They didn't want to get blasted. Dang.
So then Northern Kingdom, all right, well,
We'll cook the Judah food.
so who's gonna take this? Who's gonna take that? Who's gonna make this? It's crickets.
Right, and then your wife kept, was it mud cake, right?
I don't know.
So there was like a dessert
That
called
one
I
mud
thought
cake.
that was Levi.
No, well, I think real mud cake. I did make that joke that was
You
legal.
did, I mean, she did say that. She did say that.
Right, then Sister Myra tried to throw shade. She was like, mud cake is Ephraim. Yeah.
Dang.
I said, damn.
Judah morning.
Damn.
Oh, here we go. Brisket is Judah. I'm not even entertaining this
No,
no more.
no. Listen,
Because
the one that says Judah morning.
Oh God.
when you're the Yankees, you don't care what the rest of the league is doing.
Damn.
Right? I already set the record straight. I brought the
Damn.
receipts. I'm not going to entertain that side of the
Yeah, it's over
argument.
with for them. It's over.
If anything, that just validates everything I was
Yeah,
just
that's
saying.
emotional
right there.
damage.
Right, that's emotional
And
damage.
his sister
Damn.
put a wife like
Listen.
Damn. Can a husband and wife agree together?
Nobody was attacking y'all, man. Nobody was attacking
Judah, we love
y'all.
you.
This is true.
Chill.
This is
I
true.
just think like, damn, what was the term I was using? Oh, there was a term we went over recently where you kind of live in your own reality despite. We went over like a psychological term and I can't remember it.
Damn.
right now.
Cognitive dissonance.
Cognitive dissonance.
Yeah.
When it comes to Judah cuisine, Judah has cognitive dissonance.
Yeah.
They intentionally will not own it. They will try to lay claim to food that is not authentically theirs.
Dang.
Right. Hey, I know a lot of Judites that can grill very good, but none of that is your cuisine. Damn.
I don't.
So
grill,
wait, so
I
all of
can
them
see it.
tomahawk steaks in OKC, like that's
Hey, I ain't gonna take nothing away
because
from-
OKC
from-
be putting it down.
I'm not gonna take nothing away from the cooking skills. I never said anything.
Mm-hmm.
But then you see how they had to exceed and be like, well, we'll take anybody's dish and make it better. That's
Right.
actually not true.
Damn.
So I challenged the sisters to prove it. I said that could be a little cooking competition. thing. Prove it.
Yeah.
We do a little internal cooking thing. So if any of the Judah sisters of IUIC in Phoenix would like to do a little cook off and prove the statement that your wife so boldly made.
Damn.
Officer.
Hey, you got to carry that whole thing on your back, officer. Damn.
That Judah could take other people's food and there was several comments too when we went over that stuff and make it better. I'll give you I'll even give you a few of my favorite Ephraim dishes, and you tell me. And I'm not gonna hate on my own food. So even if it's good, I'm gonna give you props.
Right.
So let's see if we all want to take that challenge up.
And what we could do is like
Can I get a
Northern
scripture?
Kingdom versus Southern Kingdom, Iron Chef.
Can I get a
You guys
scripture?
seen Iron
Go ahead,
Chef?
bring out the scripture. Bring out the scripture.
I need a scripture for this
Where you at?
situation. Give
Where
me
you at?
Sirach chapter.
It's like in all of that, I don't think because if there's anybody that like loves all the tribes, like I mean,
25.
I'm the most impartial,
Versatile.
like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and I've said this before. Hold on, I've said this before. Yeah, my best friends growing up were not Ephraim; they were Judah.
Right.
Right? I mean, I had Ephraim friends, but my best friends.
Yeah.
I mean, I had one in high school who wound up being Ephraim. That was my dude for a while. I was all Judah. I'll say it again. In my projects, I was one of 3 Northern
In
Kingdom
my
families in my
projects.
project. I was one of 3 Northern Kingdom families, and I happened to be the lightest one. So all my friends was Judah. I rode with Judah all day, every day.
Right.
So I got no
Sister
like,
Tara.
hate towards it. I just got a commitment to the truth.
Right.
And I'm gonna keep it real.
Oh my God.
You heard that from Chappelle? When keeping it real goes wrong. I was watching them clips the other day. They came up.
Oh,
you know
snap.
when you watch Chappelle, that
Yeah.
the feed just come up. I got a commitment to the truth, and it is what it is. You know, I can own it. You know, there's no big deal.
Nothing hurts like the truth, though.
Yeah, you
That
know.
thing stings.
I don't know. Go ahead. What you gonna bring out?
Give me Sirach 25, please.
Look, she said challenge accepted. Yeah, just don't do tembleque or the
By herself.
picadillo.
By herself.
Sister Tara.
By herself.
Read the
Just-
scripture. This is for you.
Bo, keep it real. I'm gonna put you on the spot. Your favorite Issachar food does she make it better than Issachar makes it?
No.
Okay. All right.
There it is.
There you
She
go.
makes it really
Whoop,
good.
there it is.
I'll say that. She makes it really good,
But it's not better.
but it's not better.
Es no mejor.
Give me the scripture.
No es mejor.
No es mejor.
Es muy sabroso.
Sabroso.
Pero no es mejor.
100%. Give me the scripture.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 25, verse 25. Give the water no passage.
Come on.
Neither a wicked woman liberty to get abroad.
Now, my wife ain't wicked. Come on.
If she go not, as thou would have have her, cut her off from thy flesh.
Come on.
And give her a bill of divorce
Oh,
and let her go.
Hey.
Uh-oh. You gotta go home tonight. You gotta go home tonight.
She's locking the door.
No. She gonna let you in the house, but all the internal doors will be locked.
Right. This was on the last power hour.
Yeah, that's for real.
She gonna put a lock on the fridge.
Oh, my God.
Hey, I ain't taking no part of your challenge. No.
Put me in it.
Yeah. Hell
Doggone
no.
it.
Take that bag. Damn. No, she cooks very good.
Hey, and I was even like, yo, we could do it like blind tasting or something like
Right,
that. You know
right,
what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
Like, it ain't even gotta be, you know.
Bro, I'm telling you, Iron Chef. You got Northern Kingdom, Southern Kingdom. We'll give them 3 different main dishes, and they got to come up with
see,
something.
now he wants to go by variants. I just want to validate
see
the
that?
statement that
Yes.
was made.
How was that
See?
variance? How's that variance?
He don't even see.
You know,
Your eyes are blind.
you one of the most
Damn.
level-headed Judites that I know, Officer Ruvain.
I'm a Ruben.
Because
Go ahead.
there's a lot, well,
Probably.
there's a lot of others that, see how he went to variants?
Real
Real
quick.
Let's do a cook-off.
Yeah.
What's that?
I didn't say do no cook-off.
Yeah.
You're not rolling the
Because
spirit of Christ.
you know why you can't do that? Because that don't account for preference.
That part.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. That part.
So I just want to validate the statement that was made that
Right.
Judah could take anybody's food and make it better.
Right. Why you in so much
I just
competition
thought
with
it'd
me?
be interesting, you know. You just
No.
bring in the new moon with some festivity.
You had the spirit of Peter.
Right.
Where
Yeah.
he said,
Right.
hey.
Spirit of Peter.
Hey, no, I can't be seen with the Northern Kingdom. Damn. And then Paul had to come and rebuke him. You got the spirit of Peter, bro.
Spirit of Peter.
Spirit of Peter.
Dang.
With your
Somebody
booties in the
help me
booth.
out here.
Yo, new booties in the booth. Spirit of Peter with the new booties in the booth.
Damn.
Damn.
New booties.
Oh my goodness. I don't know. We're gonna have to coordinate that. We're gonna have to coordinate that to validate that, sis. Princess in Progress said when and where. She said the Southern Kingdom accepts.
I mean, I hear it. It'd be a lot of talking, but as you said, nobody stepped up to the challenge to actually cook.
Well, this sis did. Atara said she would.
I know she
said
would. She'll take.
She'll throw down. She'll throw down. She'll take her L too.
Yeah, she will.
Okay,
She'll
all
take her L.
praises.
She'll take
On
her-
the chin.
I mean, it's. I'm a prophet. So
Damn,
I'm
you saw how he did that?
This is true.
I'm prophesying an L.
And she'll take a L.
Sis Atara, I'm prophesying an L. I'm prophesying an L.
Oh, snap.
You never
Oh,
prophesy
wait.
good
See,
things.
I got to set some rules, though.
Uh-oh.
Princess in Progress said, I will make dessert. Is that all you're going to make? Because I think the dessert's like a little cop-out. Like, especially if it's like an easy dessert.
Like a flan.
Okay, like like flan. Now, I mean, people can mess that up, but that's hard to mess up. So what Northern Kingdom dessert you going to make?
Bring it out.
Princess in Progress.
Bring it out.
Let's see. It might not be able to be. It might not be the it is evident, our Lord. See,
Again.
it's evident, our Lord's faith.
Back out of Judah.
Bro,
Oh,
I'm not trying to be variant. I just
God.
want y'all to prove all things like the scripture
Jeez.
says.
Hey, give me.
Yeah, it gotta be
Ezekiel
main
37.
dishes.
Give me Ezekiel 37, verse 25.
You know what? I respect that though. It's better baker than a cook, and
Okay.
usually it's like that, right? Like I don't know what it is. I mean, I know there's people who are balanced that could do both, right? Like my wife cooks good, and she's a very good baker too. But usually it's kind of one or the other. Like you put your foot in it baking, and like you one of them's usually better though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
even if you do both, you throw down better in one versus
Lean
the
more,
other.
yeah.
Yeah. Good. You got more script? You got more script?
Yeah. This is for all the Judites that don't. I'm not coming to the knowledge.
And
of
then we're gonna
Christ.
move on from this. And then we're gonna move on
and
from
then
this. I just had
for
to
real.
mention it because you know it's your wife.
Yeah, something just sparked it sparked
Yes,
it, right?
yes. But hey, I'm throwing it out there. I think it'd be a nice little fundraiser
Yeah,
thing.
there we go.
Little get together. To do
See, that's what
something
I was
like
talking
that.
about. It was no.
Stop it.
I'm
Stop
just-
the cap right now. Stop the cap right now.
I'm not even entering Northern Kingdom. This is a Judah thing because Judah
Yeah.
made the statement.
Yeah.
Bro, they ain't Northern Kingdom never even made a statement like that.
Stop the cap right now.
That will take anybody's food and make it. And I'm telling you, man, I just y'all be variant as hell.
Yes. And you know
be
why?
variant as
That's
hell.
why I'm gonna read this.
And it's like
scripture.
for no reason. It's like, yo.
For real.
But you know what? There's a spirit in that. Because that's the same thing that was happening in Christ's time.
Yes.
Remember in John 4? Right? Get that real quick before you get that. Where they said how the Jews have no dealing with us?
Yes.
Get that in John 4. You John 4 Judites.
Damn, the John 4 Judites.
John 4 Judite Peters.
Oh, shit.
Hey, Sis T, I'm gonna throw something out there, and you know what? I don't even care.
What?
Nice.
There ain't no apology if you get offended. Take it what it is.
Damn.
And a lot of them Judah sisters, they ain't cooking a damn thing anyway.
Facts.
They don't know. They don't. Bro, they'll burn water. Damn.
Damn.
Oh, my
Don't
God.
even tell me that.
I've done it before.
Bro,
But you're a man.
Damn.
there's some Judah sisters out there that you tell them, hey, put a can of beans to heat up for me, right? In some water, and they'll take the can and throw it in the water and not even open it and turn it on.
Wait, what? Damn. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
I actually got a idea for a song, that T-Pain song. I'm stuck. Now she got me.
Damn.
Hey, we gotta move on because we activated Mikael.
Oh, my God.
Mikael and Israel activated.
Oh, jeez.
Listen, I can't with you. With you.
Don't do it.
EI challenge Judite.
Damn.
You emotionally.
Oh,
Emotional. You emotionally intelligent challenged Judites.
Damn.
Bro, what is this? What is this variance? From whence come wars,
From
brother?
whence come wars, brother?
From whence come
Brother?
wars?
Stop it.
Get some help.
Get some help.
My goodness. Listen to the song at the end of the show. Right?
For real. Get your EI game up, bro.
There ain't no Israel, right, without the rest of the 10 tribes.
That's it.
okay?
That's
There ain't
it.
no
It's true.
Israel without the rest of the 10 tribes. Jesus, take the wheel.
Oh,
You know
my
what?
God.
Forget all that. We're
All
moving
right.
on.
Let's
We're
get it.
moving
Let's
on.
go.
I gotta respect. I gotta condescend to the ones that can't take it.
To the weak, you're weak. To the weak, you're weak.
To the weak, I'm gonna be weak, and I'm gonna be humble, and I'm gonna just keep it moving. I'm just keep it moving.
That's a wise prophet.
Hey, I'm just gonna say this, and I brought this out in the class.
He's
a while
still
back.
going.
I know. I'm gonna say this.
Bring it out.
Hey, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. 99% of the times, I'm not what you say I am. You are what you say I am.
Damn. Cold-blooded.
So if you think I'm bitter, if you think I'm this and that, I think you need to look in the glass and see the natural man and the spiritual man.
My God.
And go through there. Hey, we do got some deep breakdowns for you though.
Let's go.
Some deep break. We got a new breakdown in Revelation. All right. We got a new breakdown. Oh, my wife came to your wife's defense. She said she did make a good arroz con gandules.
What is that?
The rice and peas. All right.
Why didn't they say rice and peas? Why
she said she made good rice and gandules. So she made a good.
The names make it sound far more appealing than what it's just.
Right.
That's Judah right there. You can.
Right.
He's not really cultured like that. It's okay.
Right.
It's okay.
Hey, and you wanna know what's wild? And you wanna know what's wild? Look, you wanna know why I know it's that spirit of John 4? No, we're gonna get John.
I'm holding it right
now. You wanna know why I know it's that spirit of John 4?
Why?
Because I got Judites in the comments.
There they go. They fired off.
That are actually in the spirit and owning it. And I got a Judite here on the show that's calling it what it is.
He like dissociated himself.
I am.
He ain't even claiming the tribe no more.
And even you catch yourself after you come out with your initial defensive reaction.
Yeah.
Right.
Judah the default tribe. That's all I'm saying for the South especially.
I'm saying though, it's like,
can a man fight with God?
Oh my goodness, man.
You want this John 4? I got it. I'm holding.
Give me that John 4.
This is the book of John, chapter 4, verse 9. Then saith the woman of Samaria unto him, How is it that thou being a Jew asketh drink of me, which am a woman of Samaria? For the Jews have no dealings with the Samaritans.
That's the same spirit. That's all it is. That's all it is. And y'all need to look in the mirror and stop the bitterness.
Yeah.
Stop the vexation.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Get some help.
Get some help.
Christ is from your tribe.
That's right. Got it.
Why you feel so inadequate?
Right. You feel so small.
Why you feeling so hurt and offended?
Who hurt you?
Who hurt you, man? Did a Mexican rob you?
Oh, shit. This is hilarious.
I'm saying, did a Mexican rob you?
No one can ever take away the fact that Christ sprang out of Judah.
Christ sprang out of Judah.
That's right. Go ahead. Yeah, bring it out. Bring it out.
The cream of the crop. The scriptures cannot be broken
at all.
At all. It says the scepter will not depart from Judah.
Can we read that real quick?
But you feel
No.
Why?
No.
Why? I like this.
See, they trying to
Y'all got me
they trying to
going
build
now.
that confidence. They trying to build some confidence
I'm
real quick.
It says the tents of Judah will be raised first.
Right.
So that the rest of the tribes would not be envious.
Exactly. But you so hurt.
But why you so hurt?
Over food.
Over food.
That's not even yours.
That's not even yours.
He needs some milk.
That's it.
I was vain.
Can we get some virtual tissues to
Yeah,
throw
for
into the
real.
comments for these brothers?
And the violin.
Oh my God.
Give me the violin.
Jeez.
Man.
I got you with the violin.
Yo, you got
There it is.
Superman. I mean, he's for all Israel, but
Right.
But he's from your tribe.
Right. Bring it out.
You got the King of Kings,
Lord of Lords.
Lord of Lords, from the tribe of
Judah. Judah. And you tripping.
And you tripping.
Why you tripping?
I can't do this no more, y'all. I'm outnumbered. It's not working.
Man.
Oh, man.
Golly.
And you tripping.
Just eat some chicken.
Just eat some
chicken.
That's racist.
Shit.
Man.
Can I get that script?
Hey,
real quick.
Good point. I'm going to take what Darren Crockett said, though, and make a good point. Jacob, who is the progenitor of the 12 tribes, was a good cook.
Yes.
He was.
But I'm just going to say this again, because why Judah made this a competition? I never said any of the tribes was better cooking than the others.
You never said that.
I never said better.
This is true.
I said more variety.
You said more variety.
That's it.
I'm picking up what you putting down, D. Can I get a script?
Go ahead. Yeah, I'll let you.
It just sounds like y'all listening to rebuttal and not to understand.
Let me see
That's
what he
what it
got.
sound like.
And we gotta move on. I wanted to do a little thing, talk about the little chat we had in the kitchen. It's like,
Damn. This turned into a
that
whole
was a part of
segment.
it. Comments went ham.
Yes, they did.
76-1. 76-1. Shout out to Bishop Yawasab.
This is
he said this one out, and I was excited.
I told you.
I held on to it.
I told you. It was variance.
Go ahead. It's not. Read, brother, read.
I told you.
Just bring it out.
This is the book of Psalm, chapter 76, verse 1. In Judah is God known.
That's all you need. That's all. I love that scripture.
So why you tripping?
Right. Who hurt
you?
you?
Tripping?
I don't know. I was just for, I'm
Eat
trying
some
to...
chicken.
Eat some chicken.
Damn,
Why you
that's
tripping?
In Judah is God.
Right.
Real quick, it's because you tripping, bro. Judah, y'all tripping. Give me Ezekiel 37.
No, leave it.
Please. I'll get to the point.
No, leave it.
All right.
Leave it.
Yeah,
because they're pulling you in.
Yeah, you're getting
The scripture says wink at ignorance.
Wink.
So I'm a wink at Michael Ben Israel.
Damn.
Hey, brother, that's me.
Look, on camera.
Can we zoom in?
Wink it.
You know what?
Zoom in on the wink.
Read that scripture about winking at ignorance.
Let's get it.
Hey, here you go, brother. I love you. I'm sorry if a Mexican robbed you or if somebody offended you, brother.
I gotta be a Mexican.
Okay? And if I'm offending you, I apologize. All right? Read that.
The book of Sirach, 28, verse 7. Remember the commandments and bear no malice to thy neighbor.
Oh, there's no malice here. Why you being so malicious with me?
So malicious.
For telling y'all to stop speaking so exceedingly proudly. Damn. Go ahead, come on.
Remember the covenant of the highest.
The covenant of the highest was with all 12 tribes.
That's right.
Right.
That Christ came to break down that middle wall of partition.
But they on top though.
For your 50 Judah scriptures that you're gonna pull.
Damn.
Because you don't want me to pull the ones about treacherous Judah.
Oh,
Nah, don't do that. Don't do
right?
that.
Go ahead, come on.
And wink at ignorance.
And I'm here.
Like that. One more time.
You gotta just hold it just a little bit long.
Okay.
There you go.
Hey, Umiyagi.
Oh my
That's right.
Oh, wax on, wax off.
Wax on.
Damn.
Wax on. You know what? Wink at ignorance.
Dang.
Wax on. Wax on. I need to learn because I was about to go in.
Sorry. I apologize.
Who hurt you?
But it wasn't good fun.
Bro,
Your wife wasn't offended?
No,
Your sister
bro.
was offended.
We were having fun.
The L. She took it.
I'm sorry.
Get
We
your
still gonna do
EIK
that. I want that statement proven though.
Yeah, for real.
Let's see.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna have to.
And if it's
do
gonna be
it.
desserts, it gotta be a complex dessert. Can't be flung. Like you gotta do a tres leche.
Yeah. Oh, the
Or
tres
something like
leche.
that. Like
Oh,
you gotta
my God.
you gotta bang out a tres leche like
Like a badass.
Is that like,
Yeah.
badass tres
pancakes?
leche or
No,
something
that's
like that.
3 meals.
Right.
3.
Right.
Tres leches
Yeah.
is like pancakes at IHOP.
Yeah.
Not tres.
No.
Not
Oh,
tres.
I thought that's what he...
Not tres.
What?
No, he didn't say that. No, he did not.
Tres leches.
See, Judah.
No.
Judah.
No. Tobias.
Yes, sir.
Tobias.
Okay.
We're not gonna do the Judah. Remember, wax on.
Yes,
Am I doing that right?
Woosah.
Wax on. Hey.
There we go.
Like I said,
Can we?
Okay.
this is my last state. I just want to leave this thought with people.
Mm-hmm.
Run it back if you're not sure. You want to go back and read the shows that I spoke about it.
Mm-hmm.
I never put a spirit of variance in it.
And matter of fact,
I never said any one tribe was better than. If actually, I
Right.
did say Judah's exalted more.
Yes.
Right.
That's what the scriptures say.
That's what the scriptures say.
Right.
I acknowledge that. But as far as any variance, as far as saying anybody, I never even implied. Better.
If anything, Deacon, you've been casting down imaginations.
Right.
And it's
Right.
imaginations that
I
I
see
think
you.
Judah just don't want to let go.
I see you. I see
Right.
you over there.
That's it.
Right.
I
see you over there.
And that's a Judahite that said it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So.
Right,
Yeah.
bro. And how many times over the years I got to talk about like both? Northern Kingdom
Check the
wouldn't
telegram.
be. No, it had to be Judah tensed for. I never said anything like that.
Check the telegram.
Over some
Real
food
quick.
that ain't even yours.
Put it up.
Damn.
Put it up. Matter of fact,
you?
put this up right now, bro.
No, what are you putting up?
Put it up. Put it up. Put him up.
Put it up.
Bro, I'm trying to make peace here. I'm trying.
Right.
Bro,
We are gonna make peace.
He
I'm
blesses
I'm
the
trying to-
peacemakers. He's winking.
I'm trying to wink, bro.
We are gonna wink.
I'm trying to wink.
Blesses
are
the
gonna wink.
peacemakers.
Hey, we are gonna wink.
Oh God.
We are gonna wink.
You're stirring up the spirits again.
We are
No,
gonna
don't
wink.
put that up.
You're
Don't put
stirring
that
up the
He's
spirits
stirring up spirits.
again.
Don't do that. Come
I'm
on.
sorry.
Come
Wax
on,
on.
man.
Wax on.
Render
Damn.
not evil for
Wax on.
evil.
He said I can't help but says Judah hates you. No, brother. There's no Judah hatred. It's all love. Damn, he put it up. It flashed up on the screen. Oh my gosh!
Oh,
Don't
boy.
put it up. Can we move on?
Yeah, let's do it.
Marriage
Oh my
moment.
Can we get a marriage moment?
This
Can we get a marriage moment?
broadcast is brought to you by IUIC Phoenix,
Listen,
IUIC TV.
Oh, and also Manly Badge of Dignity.
That's right. And today's marriage moments. Let's roll it.
hey, no, that we're not doing that one. I told you the other one with the deep breakdown first.
Oh, that there.
No, you know, then go back. There's 23 seconds.
Why
Go,
you
keep
cut it
going.
off?
That's it.
That's
right
it
there.
right
Okay,
there.
don't play it yet, though. Don't play it.
We need that.
Don't play it yet. Brothers and sisters, we're moving on to some marriage. We keeping it light tonight because we're trying to finish up this health thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
And then we're going to keep going into building up the man after this. That's what's next along the line. Listen, I know there's a lot of stuff popping off. I have thoughts on guys and everything, but I just feel everybody's been kind of rolling with that. So, you know, I'm gonna
Filling
talk
in the
about-
gaps.
Yeah, you know, I'm just gonna, you know, continue on. People say I always kind of leave the threads out there and I don't finish a topic, so I want to finish the topic.
Yeah,
Right,
let's
right.
do it.
I want to finish the topic. Food did bring out the spirits, though, brother.
Oh, my
Food
God.
did bring out the spirits, man. Food did bring out the spirits. All right. Hey, so marriage moments. There is a deep breakdown. I want y'all in Revelation. I need y'all. We got a new
Some
understanding.
new
Yes.
understanding.
Man.
Where was that?
My
Revelation
mind was
what?
blown.
We got a new
Hold it,
understanding,
hold it.
right?
Man.
Let's get the video first.
Okay. And guess what? I know the Christian's been watching us
For real.
because there's a Christian
Yes.
Right.
and he got the breakdown.
Yes.
He ain't in the
deep
truth.
breakdown.
And he's not even in the truth. And
He
got
ain't
the
even
breakdown.
keeping the commandments. He got wisdom.
Damn.
He got a deep breakdown.
Said the knowledge was going to increase in the last days.
The doctrine shall pour as rain. Come on.
Yes.
You ready?
Go.
Let's go.
That was your cue to play.
And go.
Did you know
And
that men
go.
are going to arrive?
And
Stop,
raise the
stop,
volume.
stop.
And raise the volume.
And rewind.
And rewind. And raise the volume.
Channel 9, brothers. Channel 9. Channel 9. Come on.
I love me some grits. Darren said, I'm still going to say, I love me some
them
grits.
grits,
I grew up eating grits.
Fish and
Except,
grits.
y'all going to be offended. I put sugar in my
I put my
grits.
sugar too.
Oh,
You can't.
yeah,
do
I'm
that.
offended. I'm offended. Salt,
I
salt,
put sugar
pepper.
in my grits.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Go ahead. Play this.
And go.
Did you know that men are going to arrive in heaven 30 minutes earlier than women will?
Stop. Did you know that?
Ooh,
Bruh.
snap.
I didn't know that.
Bro, he got the script for it, too.
Yeah, break it out.
You heard that? Men are going to arrive in the kingdom of heaven 30 minutes earlier than women. We got to have a little meeting up there.
For real.
We got to have a little, we expedited up there. Go ahead, play on.
Bible says it. Revelation chapter 8, 1.
Look how so
When
excited
he
he is.
opened the seventh seal, there was silence in heaven for about half an hour.
Damn. Did you catch it? Damn. Golly. She was hot.
Bring it back a little.
Yeah,
Bring it
yeah.
back.
Run it back,
Run it back.
run it back. So
All
right
the way.
with it.
Run it back.
Go ahead.
All the way?
All the
Shh, y'all were talking too much. Run it all the way back. Run
Hey,
it all
turn
the
it
way
up
back.
just a little more. Go ahead.
Did you know that men are going to arrive in heaven 30 minutes earlier than women will? Bible says it. Revelation chapter 8, 1. When he opened the seventh seal, there was silence in heaven for about half an hour.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
She said how. She was really wanting to be edified.
For real.
She said how. She said how. He's like, Bible says it.
Right.
Revelation
8-1. Like he had that thing loaded.
Oh man.
Shit.
He says, Bible says it. Revelation chapter 1.
Get Proverbs 27:15. I'ma back him up. I'ma back him up. I'ma back him up, y'all. I'ma back him up. Listen. It's truth. It's truth. All right? Listen, go ahead. I'ma back him up. Go
The
ahead.
book of Proverbs, chapter 27 and verse 15. A continual dropping in a very rainy day.
Right, so you know, like you know, you see like a drop of water that
Water
just keeps
torture.
going, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
water torture. You know what I'm saying? Like you trying to sleep, you trying to
Oh,
relax,
my God.
and it's not that nice rain, right? It's like that bloop,
Right.
bloop,
Yes.
bloop, bloop, and it won't
won't
go away.
stop.
It won't stop, right? Read it from the top again.
A continual dropping in a very rainy day. And a contentious woman are alike.
Oh, my God.
Snap.
Wow.
That's what we're talking about. How the woman.
The water Wow.
Hey, Sirach 26:14. It's about 20. I'm a back that Revelation 8:1 breakdown up.
They said there's a sister. Someone said "Hey, Deacon, I thought you were being serious about the new breakdown."
I am. That's the new breakdown.
Oh shit!
Read this real quick.
Let me read it. Let me read it. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 26, verse 14.
Read out.
A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord.
Oh, check that out. Hey, let me tell you something. It's not saying women are a gift.
Thank you.
It's saying a
Bring that
silent and loving woman is a gift
Right.
of the Lord.
That's
right.
Right.
I don't know a man that got that gift yet, but that's
Right. For real.
Blessed art thou.
Oh my God.
Blessed art thou,
That's
son
why.
of Jacob.
That's why we're gonna get and that's just a dispensation of time. We're gonna get 30 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, hell,
He said you guys need the 30 minutes to get your mind right before everything.
Before they come through. Oh my gosh.
Read the whole thing again.
A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed.
Right, and what that's really saying is that a mind well instructed by the scriptures, right?
Mm-hmm.
That mind of Christ, that God-like mentality there, all right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what's going to put the woman in a spirit of being a silent and loving woman, right?
Right,
And not and loving is broad. It don't mean hugs and kisses and
Right.
putting out,
Touchy-feely,
right?
right.
Touchy feeling. It goes into everything that the scriptures speak about or what the woman
Love.
represents, right?
Mhm,
So
mhm.
that's a gift of the Lord. And see,
Message.
bro, and I'm gonna tell you something. You got some sisters out there, boy. You pull that scripture on them,
Bring it out.
and they'll be like, "Well, I guess the Lord haven't gifted you yet."
Dang.
And then continue on with that continuous dripping.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, bro.
Torture.
No, yeah,
Bruh.
Yeah.
Dang.
Message.
Yep. Anyway, all right, okay. We got.
you still want to do the other videos? The
We
marriage
do.
ones?
Right. We got the other
Okay.
marriage ones. Okay. What else we got? No, we got that one with the hygiene. Was there another one?
No.
Oh yeah, well, no, we got the little screenshot. But first, let's do this. Hey, so Mother Shavara sent this to my wife. So I thought it was hilarious. Remember when we ran back the hygiene? When we ran back the hygiene show, they say my mic is low. They said if you could, the volume's low. They said if you could throw the mic up.
Make sure check OBS. Keep an eye on OBS.
Okay. We gonna play this again. We're dealing with some marriage moments, all right? Sometimes, sisters, if you got one of these men that's dealing with the bad odors and stuff like that, you know.
Ooh-wop shebang.
Yes.
The
Come
what?
on, let's go.
The ooh-wop shebang.
Stop it. Get some help.
That was a bad timing of the sound clip.
The ooh-wop shebang.
Benson must have left, right?
Yes.
Is Benson gone? Yeah.
Wipe your ass, niggas.
There you go.
Go ahead, play this.
How do you get rid of a man with bad hygiene without being mean about it? Be mean. Be mean. Be mean. Tell him, listen, you stink.
She's so serious.
And I think that you're a very handsome person. I think that you are very physically attractive. But the way that you smell repulses me.
Oh!
Damn.
Oh my
It
God.
is very hard for me to sit in your presence when you make my stomach turn.
Stop! Sisters, don't say this. Don't say this.
Oh my God.
I just thought it was hilarious.
Oh my God.
She said, she said, hey, you good looking, but you stink.
Pulling no punches.
She said,
Be mean. Be mean.
it's very hard
Be
for me
mean.
to sit in your presence
Be mean.
when your odor repulses me.
Dang.
Go ahead. Come on, play it.
Now, I don't know if you got a bad tooth or something, but when's the last time you've been to the dentist?
Stop. I told y'all non-dentists having,
Yeah.
thinking that you're going to oil pull or there's some sort of herb. There ain't a herb in the earth that's going to help your fetid odor in your mouth. Go to the
Damn.
dentist and get it handled.
Wipe your ass, nigga.
Hey, there's some sisters too that got some nasty mouths too.
Don't do it, Deke. Don't do it.
But it's but brothers be, man, bro. And I don't know, man. Sometimes it's just one of those things where it's like, you know, they say like you should say something, but then I know like some brothers be real offended. You know, I mean, look at the whole thing with the food, and there was nothing offensive about that.
Right.
But man, I seen some brothers, man, like I can see it visually, right? I went to school for dental hygiene, okay? I can see it visually.
The tartar.
The tartar.
It's caked over.
Damn.
The calculus.
Yeah. Oh, damn. Damn, it's all calcified.
The calcification.
Damn.
Of
gingivitis.
Of layer.
Damn.
And layer.
Upon layer.
And layer. of bacteria. Hey, let me put y'all on game real quick. What that is. Bacteria are present in your mouth at all times. It's an open orifice, right? There's bacteria all over the place, right? They're present. You can't seal it off. They're present. You have a balance, a homeostasis in your mouth, right? It's a population, right? You got to keep that in check. You got to keep that balance, right? If you get overpopulation, what happens? You seen overpopulated cities?
Yeah, it's
garbage everywhere, stink, right? Okay, that's what happens with bacteria when you're not right. The brushing is supposed to reduce that. Going to the dentist, the flossing, especially because brushing is not enough. You're supposed to brush for 2 minutes. You got to brush every quadrant of your mouth's broken down into 4 quadrants. You got your front, you got your bottom, and then you got the tongue side of the front and the bottom. All right. So you got to go in those areas, okay, right? And then it's in half, so right, you have quadrants, right? You got to brush. People don't brush the tongue side. Right? You all here because it's this.
Because it's what you can see.
Because this.
Yeah.
You got to get down here, here, all right?
Yeah.
And this bacteria, they like the little juices that come out your gum line and all this stuff like that, right? They eat and they thrive on that, right? And I'm not going to get too complex, but you have aerobic, right, which are the ones that thrive in oxygen. That's above the gum line, and then you have anaerobic. Those are the ones that like to live below the gum line.
Too much.
Those are the ones that like to live below the gum line. All right. Anyway, here's what happens in the process. Okay, you don't go to the dentist. You're not really brushing consistently. You only do the morning brush, but you don't do the nighttime brush. Right. You don't floss. Right. Because there's 4 sides to each tooth. So I mentioned brushing front and back, but how do you get the in between, right?
That's the flossing.
That's the flossing, right? Or water pick, right?
Yeah, water picks work good.
Water picks are great.
Right.
Okay.
Put a little peroxide in it.
So what this literally is bacteria that thrives on your teeth.
Right.
They cling there. They eat. I've said this before. Bacteria eat. They take a crap, and that's what smells.
Yeah.
Right? So they eat the saliva, the juices, right? You got bacteria that thrives on the carbohydrate that you eat, all that stuff.
The sugars.
Sugars. And then they die.
Damn.
And they really smell.
And they're not human, so nobody buries them.
Damn, they really smell.
So your mouth is
So the next bacteria comes up. They do the same thing. And now you start making layers and layers and layers of dead bacteria, bacteria poop, toxins. And mind you, bacteria is tiny. You look at it under the microscope, right?
Don't do that again.
Right? It's tiny.
Right.
So you can imagine, in order for it to appear as this nasty tartar that's on your teeth.
How many layers?
Oh my God.
How many billions?
Billions,
of
trillions,
bacteria
quadrillions
is lined up on your mouth.
Damn.
Oh my! So it's a physical manifestation.
And a brush don't take that off. It needs to be scraped off with a tool.
Wipe your ass, niggas.
And that's the nasty mouth.
Because it's like calcified at that point.
Right. And then you hear talking about, well, you know, it's in here. And some people do have things going on in here, in the gut, that can also contribute to that. But 9 times out, and you over here trying to brush your tongue and doing everything else, everything under the sun, doing every wash. Remember, I used the example of the toilet, right? So you ever leave skid marks?
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Does the water move the skid marks?
Nah, they stay.
Right. That's the tartar on your teeth.
Damn.
That's the tartar on your teeth.
Wipe your ass, niggas.
Yeah.
Skid tooth.
Damn. Y'all gotta take that thing serious. Hey, and just from a health perspective, there's cofactors for diabetes, lung diseases, heart disease.
It affects every organ
Alzheimer's,
in your body
dementia, different things like that, because it's just
So what you're saying is like the buildup of the bacteria, the tartar it creates, it's like seeping down into your gums. You get gum disease.
Well, and then what happens? It'll get into your blood.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Now it's in your highways.
Yes.
That's crazy.
And then you have your body's inflammatory response, which then exasperates it because it's trying to handle it, but it can't handle it. It needs a little help, right? And your whole mouth stays in an inflamed state, right? And there's just signs that I can look at when I just see somebody. That's the shininess, the puffiness, right? The gums get kind of firm, right? Like that's more like when you're in there and you're able to kind of probe it and touch and stuff like that. and you'll see that stuff. Some people get spontaneous bleeding. Right, I've said this before. Your gums aren't supposed to bleed.
Right.
If you wash your hands and they bleed, you'd go to the doctor, no?
Right.
You wash your mouth and it bleeds and it's normal for people.
So
It is yuck mouth. It's just this nasty yuck mouth. A lot of people have it, and then you all up here kissing on them and letting them lick on you and all this nasty stuff.
No.
With nasty mouth.
Oh my! You just nasty mouthed it.
This yuck mouth bacteria.
Dead bacteria and feet.
So when she says this, I mean, I've seen it, and you know, people hear this and they still won't go do nothing about it.
Right.
And here's the thing: the longer you wait, the more uncomfortable it is.
Right.
Because it can be very uncomfortable to get a cleaning like that and all of that. And here's the worst part: because of that constant state of inflammation, the bones that hold your tooth in place,
they erode.
No, they start to retreat. All right, they start to retreat because they're trying to get away from the infection. So it's a process in your body. That's a defense mechanism. So if I have my tooth held with bone up to here, right, and I stay in that constant state of inflammation, and that bone starts to retreat and retreat and retreat, what do you think's happening here?
Oh, that tooth coming out.
Now it's starting to get loose here and stuff like that,
Right.
So, and to the point where now the teeth are kind of
loose,
unstable,
right.
And then the prognosis for some of them, like we there's a scoring of the prognosis of the health of the teeth,
right.
And one of them is hopeless. Like that's the little hopeless.
Oh
yeah.
snap!
So no more hope.
So that's like them people that be on that catfish billy. What do you call it?
See, insurance will only pay for twice a year unless you're in a periodontal state where you're in periodontal maintenance. But I believe every 4 months is really probably the ideal amount to go to. So what you do is a cleaning's not that expensive if you do have coverage.
Right.
Save up for that third cleaning and go every 4 months. So you do one, 4 months later you pay for one, and then by the time you do the next one, the insurance will pay for that one.
And then if you got the HSA, you can do a pre-tax.
You can do stuff like that too.
Right.
Yep.
So is that what happened to people that be on like meth?
No, it's not. It's just that creates other problems,
Okay.
like different drugs and things like that. Hey, and here's the other thing, man. Sometimes diseases manifest themselves orally before anything else. And if you have a hygienist or a dentist that's worth their salt and you go, they can see that. A lot of oral cancers, a lot of other conditions manifest on the tongue and the gums and the teeth.
Right.
There's oral lesions and things like that. So the same way you go for a physical, right? Like your regular doctor's not really checking your mouth like that.
Right.
Your dentist does. Now, really, too, they should be palpating you for head and neck cancer too, meaning where they kind of check the lymph nodes and stuff. Like we were trained to do that, but and not that you diagnose cancer, but abnormalities, and then you refer them to go get it checked out.
Right.
And a lot of offices, again, insurance, that's a whole nother thing. The insurance in this country that's a whole nother business and a mega machine. But this is why you got to know these things and you got to stay on top of it, right? So this goes into that too, brother. Especially the teeth, man. Y'all got to take care of that. Sisters have bad teeth too. I've had some women patients that's just horrible, but by and far the men disproportionately have more yuck mouth than the women do. When it comes to that stuff. Yep. So let's run it back with the sister.
Bro, look at her face though. She's so serious.
Yeah, she is.
So sincere.
How did you get rid of a man with bad hygiene without being mean about
Why
it?
you
Be
ran it from
mean.
the beginning? You taking too long. Go back to where she was with the yuck mouth.
And your feet smell like that because you got a
Come
funk.
back. No, now she went onto the feet. Go ahead, come back.
Right there.
Somewhere there.
Right there.
Now, I don't know if you got a bad tooth or something, but when's the last time you've been to the dentist? And your feet smell like that because you got a fungus. You got a fungus.
Stop. Not always fungus, but that can happen too.
Right.
Sometimes cheap socks, cheap shoes. There's a lot of different things that go into it. Remember, I was showing brothers that mineral deodorant. You can get one separate and just use it on your feet if you got that problem. That'll help. That'll balance that out within a few weeks, and you won't have that. Because anything else that you do is just like when you do powders and like those sprays, they don't really address the root problem. Yeah, you have and then there's so much that goes into it, right? Do you drink enough water? What's your diet like? I mean, but those are more immediate things you can do is kind of deal with it from that perspective, right? Go ahead, come on.
You can start with like soaking them in some vinegar water at night. But that's something for you to consider. And what kind of deodorant do you use? Because if you use natural deodorant, I don't think natural deodorant ain't for everybody. It's not for everybody.
It's like when Vane was using lemon juice.
Dang.
Hey, the lemon
I
juice
heard
was
about
working
this.
though.
No, he smelled like lemon juice and
That
sweat.
may be
Damn.
how you have to do it.
I heard about this.
It smelled like
My
lemon
feet
and
are-
onions.
Damn.
You were using
He
that?
he he
Yeah.
he,
Yeah.
he would he would
It
come.
was working.
He would come on. No, he would come on the show sometimes. He would come on. He would come on the show sometimes. Be sitting right next to me when we were in 19.
Right.
Damn, it
And
was
I,
like that.
and I smelled lemons and onions.
Damn.
Wipe your ass,
I was-
niggas.
hey, well, I repented, doggone it. New creature.
Come on. Oh, that's it. She done. She done. She done. Oh man.
Hey, but
Yes.
sis gave solutions. She said soak your feet in some vinegar water. Does that work?
She did. She did. But sometimes you gotta be a little direct. Don't be nasty and rude like her.
Right.
That you're
Yeah.
reprehensible and all that stuff
Yeah,
like
chase
that.
conversation.
Right. Chase.
Couple with feet.
conversation, chase
Couple with
words,
fur.
Chase words. Right. Okay, we still dealing with some of these funnies on this marriage stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead. And then we're gonna go back to them 3 pillars. All right. Because I wanna move on from this, and we're gonna segue. We're gonna tease the next episode with the 9 things. Right. Because that's probably gonna be a whole show by itself almost. When we go over the one with the that I said don't worry about the thumbnail because the thumbnail
Yeah.
look wild.
Yeah.
Soldier Michael put it up today. Right.
Okay.
Go ahead. No, 2 minutes is the time. Most people don't do 2 minutes, but 2 minutes is the minimum to brush your teeth, and that amounts to 30 seconds per each side.
The electric toothbrushes got timers
The electric
now.
toothbrushes has a timer where it'll pause.
Right.
If you didn't know it, when it does that pause
That's the
or
30
that
seconds?
double that double buzz, that means move on to the next quadrant.
Right.
So really, when you're brushing, you start wherever. Everybody has a preference. You start there, right? So if I start, I usually think I think I start up here. That's just my habit. And so you'll spend the 30 seconds here, right? And then you'll get on the then when it
Flip
beeps,
side.
right? And then whatever your pattern is, right? I'll just go to then the other side of
Right.
the upper, and then it'll buzz again, and you go down here. And even the water pick has a timer too, so you can do that for 30 seconds on that thing. Your hygienist should educate you on this if you
Yeah.
go, but if they don't, that's kind of how it boils down to. And when you use the water pick, don't point it at your gum line. That water pressure could actually separate your gums out. You point it at the tooth, and then that water will then kind of flush everywhere.
Through the
So you
teeth,
point it right at the tooth, not down at the gum line. Right.
Good to know.
And you do that. Yep. Go ahead. Check this out.
Oh, babe, I want you to pronounce these words, yeah?
Alright, go on.
What? First one?
Alright, well.
Oh, pseudo-hypoparathyroidism.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, cool.
Brilliant.
Onomatopoeia.
Brilliant. Look at this one. Go on. From the gut. Come on.
From the guts.
Alright, we'll try this.
Pythagoras theorem.
Okay, next one.
Oh.
Come on, babe. You can. It's phonetical. Come on. Come.
Turn it up a
Alright,
little.
let's try this.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
This is what I'm saying, man.
Damn. The accuracy.
That was good.
Sheesh.
That was good.
Dang.
Oh, snap.
The accuracy is real.
Oh, snap. He said I can't pronounce some of the other words
Right.
that she was
that
pronouncing.
First one, that pseudo hypothyroidism. What did you say?
Pseudo.
I
said,
go back
what?
to them words. Go back to them words.
Go back to them words. Yo, she said that joint easy, bro.
For real.
Go ahead.
Go back to the words.
Like
Go ahead. Play.
Pronounce these words, yeah?
Alright, go on.
What? First one?
Cool.
Oh, pseudo-hypoparathyroidism.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, cool.
Onomatopoeia.
Brilliant. Look at this one. Go on. From
Does
the
not
gut.
compute.
Come on. Alright, look, we'll try this.
Pythagoras theorem.
From the gut.
Okay, next one.
Oh.
Come on, babe. You can. It's phonetical. Come on. Come. Alright, we'll try this.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
This is what I'm
like,
saying,
she
man.
quick with it too.
Last one. But do the one about the apology. Do the one about the apology. Last one. These things be wild, bro. Last one. And then we're going to jump into the health stuff.
Which is the apology one?
They don't even
Oh, you didn't load it up?
No.
Oh
Go to
my
the left. Go to the
God.
left. I think I know which one. No. Left.
I posted it.
Is it 49
I
seconds? The
posted
49
it.
second
I
one?
posted it yesterday, I think. You guys didn't do it.
Take
All
the
right.
wheel.
We'll save it. We will save it. All right. Let's move on. Let's go back to the 3 pillars of health before we get to that. No, we did enough funnies. Let's go back to the 3 pillars of health. I know we took a little break. We were talking about the oral health, right? So remember, we were focusing on the 3 pillars of health, right? A way to kind of condense this for everybody, right? Kind of just look at it from a perspective of prioritizing certain aspects of this, right? So we spent a good amount of
This
time
one?
on sleep.
We'll save this one for next week. Was that it?
That wasn't it. It wasn't it. So sleep. We went over sleep. We're gonna reinforce some of the sleep, all right, so that y'all can kind of take these little pointers down to go through this. We spent time on nutrition. I'm gonna run back some sleep, some things we missed on sleep. We went over the nutrition pyramid, right? We spoke about that. So we're gonna recap some sleep. We're gonna recap some nutrition, and then we're gonna talk about the exercise, and then we'll preview you for next week's episode, law as well. All right, for next week's episode, law as well. So let's go to the sleep videos. All right. So we were talking about sleep and how it affects you, different things that go on. How one of the most immediate things you can do to have an impact on your health is sleep, and they call it sleep hygiene, right? So these are some little snippets, kind of reinforce that for you. We missed them last episode. All right, go ahead and play this.
Good sleep hygiene, all the stuff most people have heard about. First and foremost, give yourself an opportunity to be successful. People are burning the candle at both ends. They go to bed late, and then they're scrolling through their feed, and then it's up midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and they got to get up at 6 a.m. I set my alarm to go to bed, not to wake up in the morning, so that about an hour before I'm supposed to sleep, I know to start shutting things down. You want to wake up.
So, these are little things that you can do, right? He says, you start scrolling. Next thing you know, it's midnight. I mean, I've been victim to that, and I'm aware of the sleep hygiene thing, right? You're kind of there just do, and it pulls you in more and more, right?
Oh, it's 3 a.m.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, snap.
God
damn, right?
6 a.m.
Yeah. And, he says, even if you feel okay, right? We went through the thing of like there's a zone, right? There's a red zone, there's yellow, there's green, then there's another red with too much sleep, right? Because people will tell you, I feel great. I've been going 5-6 hours for years.
Right.
Well, yeah, you'll live. But how about increase your performance? How much better can you be, right? And we had that other graphic that showed some of the benefits to the ranges of sleep, right? And how it maximizes certain things within what you're doing there, right? So you got to really kind of respect that whole process around sleeping, right? And we discussed how the Most High made a rhythm with us, right? With the light and the night, right? And how we moved and how we did things, right? And how our bodies are responsive to that, okay?
Right.
That's by design. That's the way we were designed, right? There's something about the sunlight, right? So one of the things you should do when you wake up, they say, is get some sunlight right away, right? So whether it's opening that window, I mean, ideally you get out there, you feel the sun's rays, but let's say you live in an apartment complex, you don't have a terrace, whatever it is, but hey, crack that window, get that light in, right? Not just regular lights, turning on the lights. Right, maybe you wake up too early and it's dark. Okay, that's one possibility. But try to get that light exposure, that natural light exposure. And then there's something about when it goes down, right, that kind of puts you in a rhythm. Now, again, I'm not talking about the outliers. I know everybody talks about how busy they are. I mean, if we want to do and compare people's schedules, I mean, I'll throw mine out there with anybody's, and we'll see what's up there, right? And I'm not trying to marginalize anybody else. I know everybody has the same 24 hours, right? And everybody has demands and how we structure our day and things like that. But if you want to be the healthiest, better you, then you really got to kind of protect that sleep, right? So how about just for increased performance? Like if you're good, wouldn't you want to be better if you get an extra hour, an extra 2 hours? Right? If you're good with 5 or 6 and you function and you feel like you're peak, how much better could you be?
Right.
If you kind of rectify that, right? So he says, look, he's not saying he don't set an alarm to wake up, but he says it's just as important to set a reminder of when you should go to bed, right?
Start going to bed.
Right, and create a ritual around that, right? The Most High equipped us with that what they call the circadian rhythm, right? And there's so much that goes into that. One of the things I had mentioned, but I didn't get to pull the research up on it. I had articles and stuff like that. Just, like I said, I want to kind of move on. We spent like a few weeks on this topic. It's not circadian rhythm, but there's also a thing called a sleep chronotype, right? And you want to kind of align yourself where your midpoint, like they're saying, like even the midpoint of your sleep needs to align with your, like they've kind of categorized it, like, so they do take into account certain preferences and things that individuals will thrive on. But in general, there's that whole rhythm of that night, day, and a certain amount of hours. And a lot of that is largely driven by how demanding your day is, what you do and don't do. And there's a very real thing called sleep debt, right? One of the things with sleep debt is that it's cumulative. And here's the thing. You can catch up on that sleep debt, but the impacts of it, you can almost never catch up on it, right? So a lot of times you might not even feel the effects of some of this stuff till late in life, and all of a sudden you start developing, these different cardiovascular diseases and things like that. And I'm not saying it's the cause of it, but it exasperates it as well, right? Yeah. So this is one I've never seen it with the animals, but that's a chronotype thing, right? And they have different things and stuff like that. But that's just another categorization that they have as far as when to know when you're productive and when you're not.
Are you a bear?
Yeah, I gotta tell you, if you work nights, that's rough. That's rough. There's just no
circadian rhythm off.
There's almost. I'm not saying you can't do better, but it's really difficult. Like anybody who's worked nights knows that.
Yeah, that's,
even if you have a good routine, it's never really normalized. Like it's not right. Like there's something where it's just your body's not primed for that.
You're going like opposite of the design.
You're going
creation.
opposite of design of creation with that. So unfortunately, that's the times we live in, and that makes it challenging. But but take the chronotypes off. Let's go back to the video because like I said, I didn't research it enough to be able to convey it to people. But
I think you're a bear.
Go ahead. I'm a rhino.
Same time every morning, get exposed to sunlight. That helps start your circadian rhythms for the day and your melatonin and all that, and start building up sleep pressure. Cool room, quiet room, dark room, all those things. Whether it's blackout
That's
blind,
the other thing.
a separate air conditioner.
Cool room.
That sweet spot.
Yes.
They actually say for the check this out. For the most ideal sleep,
right,
your room should be 66 degrees.
Bring it out. Bring it out.
I'd be at 69, like low key.
It's not saying you have to stay at 66. You cover yourself and all of that.
Right.
Cozy.
Right.
It makes you like
under that blanket.
They're saying that is so. There's a range, 66 to I think like 70 is where you want to be.
Once you get past 70, it's like it's uncomfortably warm. And then you don't have space to, like, once you put blankets on.
Well, it's because you're a single brother, bro, and
Right.
electricity is not that big for you, so.
I got all utilities.
Yeah, but you know what?
Yes,
There's people don't do that right either. I mean, that side note.
You know what?
If you
we
keep
open the
your,
window
if
now.
If you're pumping your air high,
right,
when you leave, like let's say to 80, right, and then when you get home, you bring it down to 75. The time it takes to get from 80 to 75 uses more energy than if you just left it at 75.
Right.
I keep mine on 73 all day.
Because what'll happen is it'll cycle on and off less. Right. And then there's things people call supercooling, right? So depending on peak time, like that's other stuff. That's side note stuff for here in Phoenix.
So he getting into that nerd stuff. I don't even know.
Nah. I just budget for my light bill because I know what I need.
It's
and
gonna
what
hit you.
hit me.
You be on that MacGyver stuff. You can't keep up with him sometimes.
Right. But they tell you sleep-wise, 66.
Right.
Cool, dark room. And, and then you throw the blanket on. You know, like I'm the type that I'll throw the fan, make it brick, and then throw the cover on.
Right. That part right there with a leg hanging out.
Yeah. You adjust the temperature that way.
That's it, bro.
You put the leg out. You know what I'm saying?
It's
Maybe
a little
an arm.
It's a little hot. Bring it back in. It's a little cold.
Bro.
Yeah.
Regulate the temp.
It'll be fun.
Hey.
You sleep better.
Straight up.
You sleep better that way.
66.
No, you know, darkness.
Yes.
Gotta be.
All the way.
Should be
Get
dark.
the blackout windows and all, or the
but I need a little
curtains.
humming though. I need humming.
I like lo-fi. I have it on Spotify. It's called lo-fi sleep.
You may sleep through the night in a warmer room. We're talking about maximizing the effectiveness of this stuff.
What
right?
you get out of the sleep.
What you get out of the sleep, the idealness, right? I'm not saying you got to do that, but if you do, you're gonna notice an impact on these type of things.
Right,
you know, because I hear people say, "I can't sleep, I can't do this." Well, have you gone through the checklist of all the things that you could possibly do, right, to really effectively create an environment where you're sleeping well?
Right.
You know, you got to look at that stuff.
Hey, the darkness is a heavy thing because I mean, and we look at it. It's it might be a minuscule thing. Like we use it for kids, right? Hey, turn off the lights, and they'll know it's time to go to sleep. You have the lights on, you have TV on. They're still running crazy. They still got energy. You turn off the TV, you turn off the lights, you throw some chill, calm, some classical music, and little by little, it's time to go to bed. And that's how it's just a very good point.
I
Darkness.
like rain.
Yep.
The rain out.
But it's certain rains. Like I got one that I use.
Yeah.
I don't know if they got like a hypnotic frequency in there or something.
Damn.
But it'll coma me every time.
Damn,
I get
he said
bodied.
coma me.
I get bodied by it. It's on YouTube. It's called Real Rain.
Oh snap! Okay.
Because you'll see a lot of them, and
Yes,
they'll say
it's-
you'll fall asleep in 3 minutes. I use this one. Like that's the only one I
Send me,
use. on
link me.
YouTube.
Send me the link on that.
Bruh.
I'm gonna try.
Bruh, if I do it for a nap and I try to get up, it's like
You're done.
bro, I can't even get up.
Damn, like Mike Tyson punch out.
Bro, it's wild, bro. I don't know. I
See,
don't know
my
what it
brother?
is. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, send me that. I want to
It's
see what's up with
in
that.
the hertz, my brother.
I don't know
It's
if
in
they.
the
I don't know if
specific
they
hertz.
figured out a
in the
certain
frequencies.
frequency.
In the frequency,
or something,
my
bro.
brother.
Nah, it
Because
do
I
be
got
like
another
that.
one that's on Spotify, and it's not as good as when. Bro, this one hits me, bro. It's like a hammer, bro.
Done.
Not like the
Body.
Maccabee.
Body, like it Maccabees me.
Damn, you get the Maccabee?
It Maccabees me.
You get the
It Maccabees me. Go ahead, play this.
Units. If you have a dog that sleeps in the bed, or somebody that comes in later and
Stop.
disrupts you.
First of all, I think that's nasty if your dog sleeps in your bed with you.
Message.
Hell no.
I was a dog owner, and I do the dog sleep in the bed thing.
I'll say that. I said when I was in the world, I used to do that.
They have certain things and stuff. My first dog that I had, he would hop into bed with me, but I got out of that habit quick.
Yeah.
No. They got certain things. The animal shouldn't be in your bed.
My cat don't be nowhere near. She's in her own
bro,
little.
my cat be
Hell
bugging
no.
the shit out of me, bro. I'm like, I have
Hell
to get
no.
up from bed and then take her out.
I know the animal people gonna be offended if you do that. I'm just saying, look up all the reasons why you shouldn't, and you'll understand
that part.
We on hygiene anyway, so
Yeah,
I mean,
message.
Right.
That's it.
Right. Go ahead. Come on.
Going to interfere with the quality of your sleep. Blue light, that would be TV and phone, obviously. Electronics are huge. After that, there's some smaller things like eating too close to bed, not drinking too much, or having
So
too
let's
much
get
caffeine.
that right. We brought that out in the scriptures last time, but let's get that real quick. All right.
Is that 30?
30 and 50.
While y'all look for that, he also says having too much caffeine in the later parts of the day.
31.
So, depending if you're someone who goes
19.
to sleep kind of at 10-ish, maybe 11 at the latest,
No.
after 3 or
37,
4, you really
28.
shouldn't be having the caffeine. Even if you think, because I've had people be like, I could drink caffeine and go to sleep. Yeah, you can.
But are you really sleep?
In your nervous system, you're not getting restorative sleep. You can
Right.
sleep, but are you getting restorative sleep? Because the purpose of sleep is to restore you.
Right.
That's how you make your physically new every day. It's something that the Most High put in us, right? As a way to kind of keep the engines running and all the processes that we have going. You
31:19.
need that type for your brain, for your heart, for all your organs, right? They always stay functioning, but there's something that happens during sleep where they rejuvenate. Your spinal fluids
Kind of like everything
kind of
just
hit your
shuts
spinal
down.
column and stuff like that,
Right.
and your disc and your vertebrae, right? Like all these different processes happen. Growth hormone gets released at night, right? There's different hormones in your different glands that only come out when you're sleeping, and you want to maximize those processes to keep your longevity, to keep your, to do the best you can with what the Most High has given us with these bodies, right? Go ahead, come on.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 31, verse 19. A very little is sufficient for a man well nurtured.
Right. So that overlaps with the nutrition where we talk about. Remember last episode we were talking about this before Tabernacles. We were talking about don't look at foods as good and bad, but more nutritious and less nutritious.
Right.
More nutritious foods are more satiating, meaning they fill you up more. So this is why you won't need as much because they're more they have more nutrients that satisfy all the processes in you. The big one being fiber, right? So if you're doing whole grains and vegetables with every meal, and protein's also more filling as well. But you won't need as much, right? But if you do the Big Mac fries, like greasy, extremely high fat type of foods, it's not that they're necessarily bad food. You can have those type of foods, but when you're
asleep though.
But not so close to bed, right? So when he says very little for this is in general, very little for a man well nourished. If you're getting all the vitamins and minerals from your diet that you need, then you don't need as much. You don't need to eat as much. You don't need to do the whole fries, big drink, and all that other stuff like that.
Right.
Like that. That's really the basis of what you want to think of. You want more. And the majority, 85% of your diet should be those nutritious choices. But it don't mean you can never touch the cakes, the fast food, the pizzas, none of those things. It's just that shouldn't be the bulk of what you do, right? And I think if you do a 80-20 or 85-15 type of mindset with that, you won't be so broken and have these different, I know I'm overlapping here. You won't have these kind of it's basically eating disorders, or we're not eating disorders, but disordered eating, right? Because eating disorders like bulimia and things like that.
Right.
Disordered eating, meaning that you're demonizing food groups and types of food versus looking at them as more nutritious and less nutritious, right? All of it's edible. All of it has certain benefits. Some of it has none, and it's just tastes good. The stuff that really doesn't have a lot of nutritional value, sometimes you'll hear the term empty calories. When they say empty, they just mean that you're not really getting a lot of vitamins and minerals and things like that from those foods. Very low fiber, stuff like that. That's fine. That just should not be the bulk of your diet, right? Like everybody's demonizing carbohydrates and bread. Well, why don't do white carbs and don't do white bread and do brown ones.
Right.
That's not really the issue. The issue really goes back to what we were talking about with the calories, right?
Caloric
At the end of the
intake,
day,
right.
remember, that was the foundation of that pyramid. And you can overeat anything of foods, right? It's fine to have bread, but it should be all balanced out, right? You know, like make sure you have a balanced plate. But go ahead, read.
And he fetcheth not his wind short upon his bed. Sound sleep cometh of moderate eating.
Right. So he says, don't eat so late, too close to bed. Sound sleep cometh of moderate eating, right? As I've gotten older, I have a hiatal hernia, I get a lot of reflux, and I go through phases of reflux because of that hiatal hernia.
The acid reflux.
So I got to be mindful that I don't eat anything that agitates it, because what'll happen is if the hernia's acting up, the esophageal sphincter doesn't close, and then you get that acid backwash, and then and I've noticed it, right? I use this little device here, the Whoop. I've mentioned it on the 300. Some brothers have got up on it. I've known when I had a bad sleep, even if I've gotten good hours, and I've seen the effects of this scripture, like with data, right? Because sometimes you can feel a certain way, but there's things going on that you can't feel, and this kind of gives me that, and it'll be like, and I'll be like, damn, either I had a drink or I ate too much or something that agitated me too late in the night, and even though I slept 7-8 hours, I had a very low recovery score, and there was all types of heart rate elevated and different things like that. Because that can kind of disrupt your sleep, right? And people drink. I stay away from anything white. Word, I know, but white bread and white carbs taste the best, bro. That stuff is delicious. But I've noticed and I've created trends with this, right? So this is what he's saying as far as eating, right? Go ahead, come on.
He riseth early, and his wits are with him.
Right. So in order to rise early, you should also, what it doesn't tell you,
go to sleep early.
Go to sleep at a good time. Follow those rhythms, right? And it says his wit is with him. You're sharp because you got quality sleep.
Better performance.
Right? Your better performance as you move through this. Go ahead, come on.
But the pain of watching and color and pangs of the belly are with an insatiable man.
Right. So that's that, like I'll tell you, like with the heartburn, sometimes you might have stomach distress. You're waking up in the middle of the night to go take a massive,
Yeah, that's
right?
that's not cool.
Right?
Read the next verse.
And
it also tells you about when you eat so late. Or
Verse 21. And if thou hast been forced to eat, arise, go forth, vomit, and thou shalt have rest.
Right. So it's not saying go be bulimic and vomit.
Right.
It's using that to let you know, hey, you're better off not having the meal so close to bedtime than that. And it's not to say you can't eat. It's not because it's some magical thing with calories at night. Your stomach doesn't know what time it is. It's going more into the quality of the sleep. Because you have all these, I've heard these crazy things. Oh, don't eat anything past 8 if you want to lose weight. That has nothing to do with anything.
Right.
Does your stomach know how to tell time? It don't know. You're going to feed it, and it's going to do what it do once you throw some food in there, right?
That part.
So as far as losing weight and dieting, it has nothing to do with that. But from a health perspective, it's better not to eat so close to bedtime. It's not so much that you're eating late. It's if the eating late coincides close to your bedtime.
Isn't normally like 3 hour, like a 3 hour gap to let it kind of digest a bit?
I mean, it depends on what you're eating.
Okay.
So listen, some people tell you don't eat a greasy meal, but guess what? If you eat something that's heavy in fiber, you can eat a nice hearty steel cup bowl of oatmeal before bed, and that's going to stay in your stomach for 6-7 hours because of the fiber, and it takes longer to
density and stuff. Yeah.
And it's not so much the digestion that's the issue. It's just that you're not going to have the best sleep.
Okay.
Eating so close to that. So, I mean, everybody, it's a range because everybody they metabolize things differently, right? Some people eat stuff will go right through them right away. It really depends. But the main point that I want to emphasize, the eating close to bedtime has more to do with quality sleep and not to do with that it's a magic thing for dieting. It's not. It has nothing to do with that.
It's kind of like with the caffeine. You're letting your body shut down.
Yeah.
You're letting your body go through the process of being able to be reset.
Right,
from
where it's not
rebuild.
working on something. Exactly, right? Yeah, a good pillow is necessary too. Yes, I mentioned like I have one that's for heartburn, right? It's a Medcline pillow. And I don't sleep with it always, but it's like a wedge, but it's a good wedge that, yeah, like it's very thoughtfully designed. Like you can slip your arm through it so your arm don't get sleepy and stuff. And they even come with like a body pillow. You know, if you have heartburn, you should lay on your left side while you're on this wedge because the way the stomach is shaped with the curve, that way the acid don't kind of come up. There's different things that you can do to kind of help you with. Yeah, that's the Medcline. So like the one with the blue, that's for people who have problems with like, you know, your arms fall asleep.
Yeah,
The blue, the first
so that'll
one,
help
or
you with that.
The fourth one.
The blue one. That guy there, right? So that one's a lower wedge. That's like for people who have problems that they side sleepers and their arm falls asleep.
Yeah.
That'll alleviate that for you. And then you got the red one. That's the heartburn pillow, right? That's the orange one. Go to the middle, right?
Just put that.
Yeah, that one there.
Just
right?
put that.
That's the heartburn one.
Full screen right there.
Now it's not cheap. So it's like $2 something, almost $300.
Pull that up.
But I'll tell you something. If you don't want to be taking medicines and acid relievers and things like that, and you have that type of thing,
natural remedy,
this will help you out quite a bit, right? It's so potent that HSA will cover it. So you can use your health spending account,
right,
and buy it. It's
pre-tax dollars.
It's considered a medical expense, a medical device.
Right.
They have a patent on it for that and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, that's what's up.
All right. Cool.
Yep.
They talk about it a lot though. How important, like even with beds, a lot of people don't really invest into their bed. And
well, that's another thing. Your bed should be cool, right? Now they have all these cooling toppers and different things like that. I even have like this little mat. It's like this little water device. It actually does some white noise sound and a little maintenance on it. You got to rinse it out and all that stuff like that. And it'll. So let's say you want to save money on not making the room 66 degrees on your AC. They sell mattresses. They also sell these little blowers that blow air under the blanket. But one of the better ones, it's I think it's called the Sleep Chili. Is the one I have. It's basically a little mattress topper that you put on the bed. And if you sleep with your spouse and she don't want it, they sell it in a half.
Okay.
So your half can have it.
Right.
And you can set the temperature with your app, and it cools the water as it goes through this.
What's the name of it?
I think it's called Sleep Chili. CHILI. It's not that cheap. You're gonna invest a few $100 on it.
Right.
But these are just little things like if you're serious about it,
Right.
right?
Chili sleep.
I found that one to be the most effective. And what's cool about it is you can even actually set it for your sleep time, right? So you could set it to start cooling
before you even get in the bed.
Before you even get in the bed.
You got your shower.
And it'll send you a little reminder that, hey, start getting yourself ready for bed and stuff like that.
And it's an app, so you can do it and not even be at home. And you can do it from your phone. And
Well, you can't control it. It's by Bluetooth. You got to be within 30 feet.
Got it, okay.
But you can set the information before you leave, and it'll stay on that cycle and stuff like that. And
go to
it'll
the
actually heat for you.
Pages. Go up.
So let's say it's cold and you want to bring the temperature up.
Right.
Go to all.
It'll warm, too.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah. And then they got, check this out. Let's say you don't want to wake up with an alarm.
Yeah.
You can set it so that it heats the water to wake you up with the heat.
So you notice the difference.
Oh,
you get
my
so
God.
you get a more peaceful awakening.
Go down.
Right.
Right.
Look
Of
for
that
the-
process happening.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah,
That's
it's really cool. It's really cool. Again, these are little.
Go
You don't
to-
need
go
this.
to
You don't
Chill
need
Sleep
this stuff.
Cube
Right.
system.
You can do it with the other stuff that
Amazon.
was showing on the video, but these are like little extra things that if you have the resources, you got kind of the disposable income for it,
That one?
right? That one, I don't know which version that is, but yeah,
Chili Sleep Cube.
yeah, I think that's a new. Like they always come. You know how technology is, so mine's already outdated.
Right.
You know,
Go to the images. Go to the other images.
right?
No,
and they
stay
have the
there,
different
stay there. The
Damn,
other
that must
images.
be some OD new one because
Man,
look at the king
side.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh my
What is
God.
that?
That's
It's
1,300.
it's damn near
I didn't
1,400.
pay damn near that much
That's
for
how
mine.
much a mattress is.
Yeah,
Man,
that must
really.
be like the new one. I have the other one that's in the lower right where it says Best Buy. That's out of stock. The Uller. That's the one I got, and that one's fine. This other thing must be some new thing, and that's crazy expensive.
That
But you know
thing,
what? You wait
1,600.
till like when there's Prime Day
It'll
and
go down.
and like Black
Yeah.
Friday and all that stuff like that.
Discounts.
Right. And it's not a sin to buy stuff on Black Friday.
Fix it, Jesus.
Right.
Bruh.
Yeah, those people be like Black Friday.
Yeah.
I ain't shopping nothing.
Right.
The hell with it. The hell
Strong
with
in the
it.
Lord and the power of his might.
I'm getting my sale. The hell with y'all.
Use
I'm
it, don't
getting my
abuse it.
sale.
That's it.
Anyway,
What-
let's go back to the video. Let's go back to the video.
What is
Go
that
ahead.
to abuse?
As you get close to bedtime,
All right.
that's kind of the
Okay, next one. It's on sleep. I think it's him still, right? Right next to it.
Would you say that sleep is more important than cardio for fat loss?
I did put it this way once. I said, if you're waking up at 4 a.m. to do your fasted cardio after only 5 hours of sleep, you're stepping over $100 bills to pick up nickels.
Stop.
And that's been something I've...
Stop. All right. This is a big one. This is a big one because you got this mentality like with the David Goggins. And I got nothing against him. That guy's very fit. He's on the extreme end, though, right? Like the stuff that he does, most people are not going to be able to do.
Right.
All right?
Ever.
Right. He's just kind of one of those guys. He has something in him where he just wants to drive himself. And I think if you've heard his story, like he was basically like kind of punked out and like he just has a lot of issues and this was his way to kind of
his internal outlet.
Right. So he's like extreme. Like he likes to push himself to like some limits that is not necessary for health.
Right.
And I know people like that because we can relate to because it's that rah-rah, it's that Rocky 300 type of thing. We're like roar and do that
Eye
stuff.
of the tiger.
Right. But it's not necessarily realistic or necessary. But what he's saying is you'll sleep 4 or 5 hours and then go to the gym because you have this thing, I got to do it. But you're not maximizing what you're doing in the gym by doing that, right? Run it back because he said you're stepping over $100 bills to get nickels, meaning it's not going to have no effect. The ideal thing is you get sleep and you exercise.
Right.
But if you think that your exercise is going to have the full benefit that you needed to have and you didn't sleep enough, and I'm not talking about one-offs. If you had one day where you couldn't get enough sleep, you wake up, you're good enough to go, that's fine. But if your norm is to sleep 6 hours or less and get up and then try to go hit the gym and stuff like that, and then you wonder why your results are not what you want them to be, improve your sleep. Improve your sleep, and you'll turn on more fat loss. You'll turn on more muscle building, and your diet and your stuff be more productive. Right? Go ahead. Come on.
You say that sleep is more important than cardio for fat loss?
I did put it this way once. I said, if you're waking up at 4 a.m. to do your fasted cardio after only 5 hours of sleep, you're stepping over $100 bills to pick up nickels. And that's been something I've said for many years. To me, I would do the cardio later, or I don't even really recommend cardio at all to most of my clients because it's a pretty significant departure from their standard lifestyle, and it might not be something they enjoy. And we see it has diminishing returns over time as your body kind of adapts to that stimulus and becomes more efficient and reduces the calorie it burns. And another thing is that too much exercise activity, particularly aggressive exercise activity, thinking that they're going to burn calories for fat loss, a phenomenon called compensation takes over, where you just go home and sit more and eat more because you're hungry and negate all of your gains or losses, we should say. Having to come home, get in your car, drive to the gym, do your cardio, or too busy if you got a family and a career. That's the first thing that gets sacrificed in that scenario. That's why I love the 10-minute walks. They're more convenient, more sustainable. They can be done anywhere at any time.
Stop. So what he's now here's the thing. I've said this before. Cardio's great, but it's not great for fat loss. Because you're only burning calories while you do it.
Right.
Right. This is going to help us shift to the exercise component of the 3 pillars of health. Okay. Cardio's fantastic. Okay. But you need to prioritize your weights. All right. Because what you're really chasing when you say you want to lose weight is a certain look.
Right.
All right. Because you can lose 20 or 30 pounds and look
like a thin man.
Flubbery.
Right.
Like you won't have shape. You're squishy.
Right.
What you call toned, that's just kind of a trendy word, is actually having muscle. Right? And I know we think in extremes, so you think muscle. I think I said this last time on the show. Women think that, I'm afraid of getting muscle because I'm going to look like these female bodybuilders.
Right.
You will not. Women cannot get like that unless you're taking drugs.
Unless you juiced up.
Unless you're taking steroids, you do not get like that. Now, there are some women, through their genetics, that have a very masculine muscle tone. That even in absence of that can very easily kind of, but in comparison to men, they're not going to put on the same amount.
Right.
Like if a man naturally, with all training being on point, effective workout, diet, sleep regimen, supplementation good, if he can put on 30 pounds of muscle in a year, a woman might put on 10. Right? Because it's different the way their hormones and stuff are built up. Now, you'll have certain people that just genetically are predisposed to be a certain way, right? So there's people who've just been naturally slim all their life. And I'm not saying that their knowledge isn't good, but you can't put in your mind that you're going to look like them. They've always looked like that.
Right.
Right? So you'll see that and you'll say, I want that look. But that's kind of unrealistic because everybody's muscle bellies are different shapes. Everybody's muscle insertions, that's what creates the look. Right? Like, for example, yes, can you build muscle? Can you hypertrophy it? Sure. I'll give you calves, for example. Some people, right, they just have very low insertions of the muscle, right? So if you have a long insertion, right, meaning you look at muscle, it's inserted on two ends of the bone, right? Because muscle helps move the bones, right? If your calf muscle bellies or your arm muscle bellies are inserted very low on the bone, right? So let's say there's your calf because I'm wearing pants. I'm not going to bring my leg up. And it inserts here, right? Then your belly's going to be stretched out here, the belly of the muscle. That's the meat of it, like this way. And what'll happen is, no matter, you can grow it, but no matter how many calf exercises you do,
bulk out.
you're not going to get the same as somebody else.
Right.
So the first thing you got to do is stop comparing yourself to other people and pictures that you see online.
Right.
Get that out your head and understand what your body and your muscle bellies look like, right? So I'll give you an example. It's very easy for me for my shoulders, chest, and back to blow up, right? Like without even trying, right? So I'll look great in a t-shirt, right? Even though I might not have much definition, because those are the straights on my body and my calves. I don't even work out my calves.
Right.
And some of y'all see my calves, you're like, damn, you got some crazy. I don't work out. It's just the way I was made. It's just the way my muscle belly. I don't go crazy on my my legs blow up too. I don't go crazy on my legs because then the pants don't fit right.
Right.
So I don't. I try to keep that. But like some people have seen and they're like, damn, it's just the way. That's my genetics. That's my aesthetics of how my body is, right? But my biceps are my weak point. I'm strong as hell. But I just don't have a great biceps peak. I have a small little. It's the way my muscle insertions are, right? So I know where that is. Don't compare yourself to other people. Now you might find somebody that kind of is close to what you look like. But get that out your head.
But that's the whole point of working out, exercise. It's not for looks; it's for health.
Well, yes, and that's what I want to gear towards as we talk about this exercise piece as we move into that, and why strength training trumps cardio by itself every time.
Because you were talking about it helps as you age, right?
Every time it trumps cardio every time. Okay, but people want a certain aesthetic. You want a certain look. So what you're really saying when you want to lose weight, it's not really. See, that's just the tool that you use to track progress, or one of them. But you can lose 10. So for example, people will jump on a keto diet. I've said this before. You'll lose 11 pounds in the first week. That's not all fat. That's water moving around. If your sleep's not in check and you're not getting enough protein, I guarantee you some of that's muscle. Right? And unless you're doing 3, 4, 5-hour workouts every day, your exercise is not going to compensate for your diet and your calories.
Right.
But one of the ways that you can do that and be better at burning calories at rest is to have muscle on your body. And when I say muscle, I'm not saying be a Schwarzenegger or a Ronnie Coleman, all right? I'm just saying be firm. Don't be soft and squishy, right? And I'm not just saying women, because some of you brothers are soft and squishy, you know?
He needs
I touch your
some
arm
milk.
or whatever, and it's like, you know.
Flabby.
It's like flabby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So sleep plays a big role in that as you move into that exercise thing as well. Now, cardio needs to be looked at for what it is. Cardio, meaning
for your
heart,
lungs,
your blood circulation. It'll help with cholesterol measures and triglycerides and things like that. Look at it to increase your respiratory capacity, your work capacity. And don't worry about how many calories it says. That's inaccurate anyway. Your watch is not giving you an accurate count. They said it could be off as much as 10 to 40% of the calories you burn. All right, it's just a tool to kind of guide you to where you're at with that.
Give you something visual to look at.
Yes, because if you're trending down in that, right, then you know you're making progress, right? Your best thing is going to be to measure yourself. Tape measure.
Right.
That's how you're going to know if you're really making good progress, right? And then pictures. You see yourself in the mirror every day, especially if
Yeah.
you're trying to lose weight.
Yeah.
You're obsessing over it.
Yeah.
So you won't notice those little changes. Other people who don't see you that will notice it first. But what you want to do is take progress pictures, right? Take one when you start, then take one like 2, 3, 4 weeks later, and you'll start to see where you're thinking you have not made that much progress. You'll notice that progress, But you have these people that they just run, and then they do no measurable amount of strength training. And what'll happen is those are the same people that when they get older, they'll fall and their hip will break.
Right. Yep.
Right. Or as women, they'll get osteoporosis and they start hunching and their spine degrades because you've not done any load bearing on your body to kind of create the environment that you need. Like weight training is not just for your muscles, it's for your bones too.
Bone
right?
density.
Yeah, because that pressure on the bone, that's called osteoblast, right? That's what makes more bone tissue. It'll help kind of mineralize and calcify it, right? And what happens is as you get older and your metabolism, it doesn't really slow down that much, but just your processes change. Your body more easily atrophies. So your protein requirements go up as you age, and your requirements to maintain muscle go up, okay? Then he's looking up osteoblast. I'm not going to make this a science show. Come on. We're already kind of going over that stuff, all right? No, we did the carbs. What else we got?
Your homie, yeah. Joey Munoz.
No. Go back. We're dealing with the other part.
He had videos.
Oh, this one's good. He talks about the 10 most actionable things to improve your health immediately. Yeah, we'll go to the videos on the weight training stuff to discuss that. But let's read this stuff that he says here. 10 steps that you can take, right?
I spent the last decade learning and educating people about health and fitness.
Now, you look at this guy, and this is why you can't go by looks either, because remember what I said. Some people just genetically have great looks, right? He'll show you his physique, and it's not bad, but it's not what you would think. Oh, I'm not going to listen to him because he's not a bodybuilder, right? You got to get that out your head, all right? You got to get that out your head. A lot of that, and I'm not saying you can't get that way, but a lot of that is going to be driven by genetics and that what they don't tell you, these people who stay ripped like that, first of all, they're not like that year-round. It's unhealthy if you're like that year-round for some people. And you feel like crap. So, like, as a man, you'll have, like, low libido. When you get, like, I'm talking about none of us have probably ever gotten that low. But when you get that low, to be like the way some of these guys are, and what they don't tell you is that a lot of these guys are enhanced. So, and not that drugs is so much magic, right? They can do a lot, but you still got to diet, you still got to sleep, you still got to have intense workout, you still got to put in the work. And they'll help a lot. Like, they'll help a lot. But you can't just take them and it's not like the super serum for Steve Rogers. You know what I'm saying? You still gotta bust your ass, is the point that I'm making, and still follow the program. But go ahead, read his 10 steps.
Here are 10 of the most actionable things you can do to improve your health immediately. 1. Eat as many whole foods as possible. Meat, fruits, veggies, beans, dairy, etc. There's no need to cut out foods from your diet unless you have some sort of sensitivity or allergy.
Right. So unless you have a sense of that, this is barring, because I know people are going to chime in. Well, I have this. I'm lactose intolerant. I'm this. That's fine. Hey, if you have some principled reason why you don't want to eat something, that's fine. Right? But in general, there's nothing particularly wrong with any of these type of foods, right? Let's do dairy as an example. I want to use the little funny clip.
Oh,
all right?
please.
Get the little picture. Don't put it up yet. I'm going to introduce it. You have all these people that swear off dairy, right? And one of the things they'll tell you with dairy is, well, we're the only animal, we're the only thing in nature that still drinks milk as an adult. Right? All right. Well, check this out. Let's put some perspective into this. Go ahead, read this.
Why are humans the only creatures that drink milk as adults?
First of all, that's a lie. The scriptures tell you how Abraham brought milk for the angels.
All
right. Can we read that real quick? You know where it is? All right.
Yes. Give me 1 second. I gotta find
Talks about how we eat cheese and all that stuff like that. Okay. So it's lawful. All right. It's lawful to eat that stuff. The Most High never said don't eat it because it is that and the other. I already went over how all foods defile. We did that last show, right? We kind of went over that. Okay. I'm not saying that there are not things.
18, verse 8.
I'm not saying that they're not things. Damn. You got it? You got it? What was it? What was it?
Genesis chapter 18, verse 8.
Is that it? I think that sounds like it. Let's get that.
We got a new Benson in the back.
Benson, you right? Yes.
Right. What happened to the land of milk and honey if we weren't supposed to do milk?
Right.
Got him. But damn.
The book of Genesis, chapter 18, verse 8. And he took butter and milk and the calf.
Wait, he took butter, that's dairy.
Right.
And milk,
Right.
that's
dairy.
And the calf, that's beef. All right, go ahead.
And he had dressed and set it before them. And he stood by them under the tree, and they did eat it.
And they did
Damn.
eat it. So if it's good for the angels, it's good for me.
Right.
All right. So this one I found pretty funny. All right, this is hilarious because they'll say, well, humans are the only creatures that drink milk as adults. And this kind of makes sense. Go ahead.
Why are humans the only creatures that drink milk as adults? Well, it's easy for you. You have supermarkets and stuff. Hey, Mary, can I suck some milk from your fatties? F off, pervert! You see what I'm saying?
They're not. Where in nature? Where in nature are they gonna go to get the milk?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can't.
They can't.
Nope.
Can I get one real
They
quick?
can't.
Proverbs 27:27.
Go ahead.
Uh-oh.
Because someone said that too. So here in the congregation, there's a brother that said, "No, why are we here? We shouldn't." No, it was goat milk. Cow's milk is for cows. Goat's milk is for goats. Something like that. And I was like, bro, stop.
So you're supposed to be swinging on a sister fatty like your whole life? Is that what he tried to say? I'm confused.
And I said, bro, what did
We have examples in the scriptures where,
Yeah.
where they drink milk and they have butter and cheese and all
Right.
that.
We just
So
read
where
it.
they got that from?
Read this one.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 27, verse 27. And thou shalt have goat's milk.
Oh.
Goat's milk.
Come on.
Enough for thy food.
Enough for your food.
For thy food.
Thy food.
To eat. To drink.
For the food of thy household. And for the maintenance for thy maidens.
That's it.
Look at that.
Stop the
There we
count
go. There
right
we go.
now.
I was gonna say. It's a bomb right there.
So, milk is fine. Okay, milk is now. If you have some belief and why you don't want to, you don't like the way they produce it,
Yeah, I
and
was
it's
watching
mass
some
produced.
videos.
That's another
That's
thing.
another
That's
thing.
fine, right?
yeah,
You should look at how they do fish. You should look at how they do chicken.
Yeah,
Right.
Chicken.
Chicken.
Love me some
Why
chicken.
you tripping? You eat some chicken.
All of
Why
it.
you
Listen,
tripping?
factory
Eat some
farming is not
chicken.
pretty.
Right.
Right.
It's not.
Oh, no. It
But
stank
that's the
up in there,
reality.
too.
That's the reality of what we live in.
That's true.
That's the reality
That's
of what
true.
we live in. I don't know if I have the clip. I was watching something the other day where he was going off on organic. You know, organic uses pesticides too.
Yes. Where's it at?
It don't mean pesticide free. Organic uses pesticide. Remember I said the wordplay that they do in the food?
just a
You're going
buzzword.
out of your way to pay more money for organic stuff, and it's not been shown to be more nutritious, right? And don't get me wrong, I kind of got swept up in that. I think there's some things I just prefer its taste and stuff like that when it's organic, right? But the whole kind of hysteria as to why you're doing that and you go
Right,
out
right.
of your way to do that, it's not found to be any more nutritious than non-organic food.
Right.
And organic uses pesticides too. They just use organic pesticides.
Oh my God.
Hey, what it is, it's a stumbling block in your own mind. It's idolatry.
It's a doctrine.
That's just
Right.
it is.
And then what they tell you is, let's say you're hung up on the organic, so you can't afford the organic, so you don't eat fruits and veggies at all. You're better off eating the fruits and veggies, even if they're not organic. You're going to be
Right.
healthier for it.
Nutritious.
Because guess what? The nutritious stuff that's in there is going to help you fight off anything else. The air is toxic.
The watermelon ain't got no seeds in it, brother.
There's microwaves and radio wave. You're exposed to radiation just by living.
Your AirPods. Stop the cap.
That's it.
Right. It's this extremeness, this crazy. So like if your sleep was good. So there's the thing that kills me. All these people that are usually on all that stuff
Right.
don't do any of the things in the 3 pillars of health.
To keep good.
And they got their bottle of alcohol every week,
Right,
which is
right.
called intoxication. The key word toxic because it's toxic to you. Not saying you can't drink, but stop being a hypocrite. You're pushing all this stuff, saying I don't eat this, I don't eat that, and again, unless you have some sensitivity or allergy,
Right.
I'm excluding that, or you have some sort of principled reason why you don't want to do it. That's fine. That's on you, okay? But then why are you buying your bottle every week?
Strain it a gnat.
Damn.
Swallow a camel.
Right, and then you drinking something that's literally toxic for you.
Right.
You know what I'm
Literally.
saying? Right, and it's not wine, right? The reason red wine is good because of the phytols in it and stuff like that, right? But it's not because it's alcoholic, right? Again, that's just people are wild, bro. People are wild. Okay, so that was the dairy thing, right? Go ahead, come on.
Number 2, prioritize protein to support lean muscle mass as you age.
Right, and there's actually, I had a graphic. Again, we don't have time for the show. As you age, you need more than what you did when you were younger because protein synthesis in your body does slow down, right?
Okay.
So you're going to need more of it if you want to keep yourself, I'm not saying
brolic,
but you want to keep yourself functional, strong,
right?
So that you can survive a fall when you get older, when you're 70 years old.
What's that? What's that alarm? The I've fallen and I can't get up.
Yes.
Fallen.
Yes.
I can't.
Yes.
The silent alarm. At least 1.6 grams per kilogram of body weight.
Right. So really, so that basically comes out to about, because a kilogram per pound is 2.2. So 2.2 pounds is 1 kilo, right? So you have that about, and that's the minimum of what you need per pound of body weight, right? So I like to just round it up. So instead of 0.8, I'll say 1 pound. So and it's usually 1 pound of your goal weight. So I'm about I was 178 this morning. I'm trying to get to about 165, 160, but lean. Like I have a certain body fat in mind. It's not just the scale weight that I'm trying to get down. So my protein is like 160 something grams of protein a day that I got to eat to maintain myself, right? And no, unless you have kidney problems, you're not going to get sick from eating a bunch of protein. That's BS too. Right. Unless you have some sort of kidney malfunction, right? And as you get older, you got to prioritize that protein. And if you're not hitting that protein, and I'm talking about if you want to optimize, and I'm not even just talking about getting big, like as you get older, right? And for those of us that need to start thinking about that, as you get older, you need to have the protein. Now, does it all have to come from meat? No, but you got to make sure you're getting all the amino acids. So if you're going to try to do some of it from veggies and vegetable protein, it's not as efficient. Your body doesn't process all of it the same. And you got to really kind of look to make sure that you're getting all the amino acids. There's 9 that are essential that only come from protein that your body can't make, that you got to get from your diet, right? And it's easier to get them from things like eggs and dairy and things like that, right? Let's say I'm not saying drink. I'm not a big milk drinker unless it's cereal and like a protein shake, right? I'm not a huge milk drinker or creamer in the coffee, that sort of thing. But yogurts, cottage cheeses, things like that can kind of help you with that. Right. And I'm not even big on, like, I use protein supplements, but there's not anything magical about them. It's just a convenient way for me to get protein when I don't feel like, eating chicken, steak, or fish, right? Like, it's more like convenience. There's no thing that you have to have a jar of protein powder. It's just convenient.
Right.
Like, I had a little cream of wheat, and I threw some protein in it before I came to the show. Because I really wasn't craving a big full meal. I didn't want to deal with the heartburn before the show. It was very, low fat, kind of boom. I used a little, the Flavor God little seasonings that I show you that really don't have a lot of sugar or whatever, kind of sweeten it up. And I was good, So there's conveniences to it. That's all it is, right? That's all it is. Yeah, hemp milk is good. There's different stuff like that, right? Go ahead. Actually, and whey, which comes from a cow, is one of the easiest proteins to digest. Protein. Yeah, yeah. I know they say vegetable protein is easier to digest. Not always. It depends on which one. But it could be soft under. Some people have things, right? Again, barring sensitivities, allergies, lactose type of thing. Thing with whey protein though, as you go higher up, like on isolates and stuff, they almost have no lactose. Right, and sometimes they make proteins. This is if you want a supplement that have little enzymes that'll help you if you have lactose. But again, these are just little things, not necessary. Most of my protein, like sometimes my protein powders go bad because I actually get most of my dietary protein from food. Right. Excuse me. Go ahead.
Number 3, eat a ton of fiber. Fiber helps with hunger and satiety regulation, cardiovascular health, and reduces the risk of certain diseases like specific cancers.
Right. Again, I had another clip. I didn't have time to show it because people tell you meat's bad, right? I know I had more of them where it was like, oh, the meat's bad, right? And they show a study and people ate this red meat. But what they don't tell you is they also done studies where you eat meat and vegetables. And the point of the vegetables is to get the proper amount of fiber that you need in your diet. And guess what? They're healthier than the people that don't eat meat and that only eat vegetables.
Right.
So it's not what usually tends to happen is that a lot of these information doesn't account for behaviors, and they don't tell you that. So what happens is a person who kind of exclusively eats meat and nothing else, they're not telling you that it's the high in saturated fat kind, that their diets are low in fiber, right? One of the things that they found that's a constant, and you can fiber supplement, but it shouldn't just come from supplements, is if your fiber is high, all-cause mortality goes down.
What does fiber come from? That's like the cereal or the oatmeals and stuff.
It's in
like
vegetables.
That? Vegetables?
It's in vegetables, and you have different types. You have soluble and insoluble. It's in some grains,
right?
So you get it in some rice, some oats, different things like that. But largely, you get cruciferous vegetables, right? So that's things like broccoli, spinach, kale, stuff like that. Not only are you getting a mega dose of vitamins and minerals, there's fiber. There's high fiber content in a lot of these foods, right?
What about asparagus?
Asparagus, anything. Anything that's a veggie, right? Corn has fiber, right? I know people demonize the corn, GMO corn, whatever. I mean, our people lived on corn.
Right.
Is it the corn that's bad, or is it just kind of, again, the farming that kind of... And at the end of the day, you're against the corn, but then you're not getting enough fiber in general and everything else. So here's another thing. One of the key things, if you can't kind of get it together, beans. Beans are a good sort. Right, you say frijoles, we say habichuelas.
Yeah, I didn't know that till I came.
Yeah, we say habichuelas. Beans, great source of fiber and protein, right? I mean, super high fiber in beans. So you could just eat some beans every day, and you'll likely hit your fiber content. Let's say you're not big on that chia, good, right?
But then you're gonna start fetching your wind upon your bed.
It depends.
Yeah,
it depends.
Now, could that also go into like sleep apnea? With the fetching the wind?
Yeah, it could.
Okay.
Yeah, it could. And sometimes that's not just dieting. Like, even if you're, like, there's people who are lean, like, and muscular.
Right.
But it's just too much weight on your frame. And you can get sleep apnea from that, too. Right? Like, you don't have to be, like, a slovenly, obese person to have sleep apnea. You could have a very nice physique, but let's say you're just kind of big for your frame because you put on a lot of muscle mass. It'll do, you can get the sleep apnea from that, too. Right? But fiber. Fiber is the big thing. You got to eat. And when he says eat a ton of it, really, most people should have anywhere from 30 to 60 grams of fiber. 60 is hard to get. 60 is tough to get. I'll tell you, to be honest, if your diet's not really on point with vegetables, 30 is hard to get.
That's
because here's where bread doesn't have a lot of it unless it's like certain sprouted grains and things like that.
Right.
So you'll see them kind of add fiber into foods nowadays. And that's fine, too. That's not a big deal. But fiber. Then the best way to get fiber is whole grains and vegetables. Fruits have fiber as well. And don't demonize fruits. Oh, the sugar in fruit. It's better to eat the sugar and fruit than it is to...
High fructose
right.
corn
And there's nothing wrong with table sugar except that there's no vitamins. There's no minerals, right? That's an empty calorie. White sugar is... What the problem with it is that all it does is provide glucose, nothing else, right?
I love a good pineapple strawberry juice. I'm just gonna tell you that right now.
Yeah,
what was that?
But you gotta make sure they're not adding sweeteners to it and stuff.
No,
like
I do
that,
it myself.
Right.
I do it myself.
Go ahead, read on. I want to get through these.
Number 4, move your body every single day. I'm not talking about intentional exercise here. Just be active. Go for walks, take the stairs, stand more.
Right. That's like when the guy in the video said, listen, 10-minute walks.
Right.
Like if you just took a 10-minute walk after dinner every day consistently, or most days consistently.
Right.
And you're also doing intentional exercise. You're increasing kind of things. So they have these desks that you can stand up now.
Yep.
Different things where you can move around and stuff like that. You just want to increase the moving around in general, right? Not just the intentional exercise, right? Go ahead, come on.
Number 5, resistance train at least 3 times per week.
It doesn't need to be because everybody wants to do these bodybuilding splits that they got from a magazine. And I'm doing chest today, I'm doing back tomorrow, I'm doing arms this day, I'm doing legs this day, I'm doing shoulders this way. And that's fine if you want to train like that. I mean, there's more than one way to skin a cat with the training. But guess what? One of the biggest excuses I hear is I don't have time.
Right.
It only takes a minimum of 3 times a week.
That's it.
You could do a full body 3 times a week. You do an A-B workout and you rotate it. Okay. You can go Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday.
So 3 times a week is really all you need to work out.
Well, your programming got to be good. Okay. You gotta know that's a little more nuanced, right? Like a lot of people don't know how to activate the muscles right. I mean, as a novice, just doing it, you're gonna see results.
Right.
But then that'll kind of level off as your body adapts. Right?
Right.
And then that's when you gotta kind of understand the motions and tension. That's little nuanced stuff that it would behoove you to either speak with somebody that knows,
Right.
or if you can, get a good trainer, not some crap trainer that does some cookie cutter thing, that understands how to deal with that sort of stuff, right? But 3 times a week, you can do a full body. When I say AB, you have you have a few exercises that you do in an A workout. You have a few exercises that you don't get to hit on the A workout and the B workout, and then you just kind of take a day off in between and alternate that.
Okay.
And you'll be good. That's a basic setup exercise program. And I highly recommend any type of weights, whether it's machines, whether it's bands, or whatever it is. But there's nothing wrong with calisthenics either. There's nothing magic about them. It's still resistance. The thing is, it's harder as you adapt to add resistance. The only thing you can really do is add more reps. Yeah, sometimes they sell weighted belts and different things that you could do. But I just think as far as tracking progress, and especially with machines, people tell you, no, only do free weights, machines. Yeah, free weights add more stabilization. Your muscle doesn't know if you're using a free weight or a machine. Only your brain knows. Your muscle recognizes tension and resistance. Right? My bicep doesn't think. It does this. This is the function of my bicep. I mean, it also elevates the shoulder and turns. Your bicep does this. It doesn't have a brain. As long as it's doing this with tension and resistance, it's going to respond. Right? Your triceps do this. It doesn't know that you're using a dumbbell, a barbell, a dip station, whatever it is. Like, there's so much nonsense out there. And people overthink it so much that they just don't do it. And it feels overwhelming. It feels like you can't do it. It feels like this is too much. That's not for me.
Analysis paralysis.
It's too much. And people have taken their preferences and made it dogma. And there's more than... Now, I have a way that I tell people that I think is preferred and it's best. But the main thing is get in there, hit the right amount of tension, hit the right amount of work volume, all right? At least 3 times a week. Throw in cardio, but if you can only do one, do your weights, right? But it should be weights first, cardio after.
If you can only do one, what?
Why weights first and cardio after?
Because you want maximum output in your muscles. If you do cardio, you fatigued yourself already.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Whereas basically one has worse of effect on the other than the other way around.
Okay.
If you do cardio after, it's cardio, so you can be tired from the weight training and still have a good cardio workout.
What if your weights is upper body and you're doing cardio? That's not necessarily.
You warm up with weights by using your weights, because the goal is to get blood into the muscles that you're about to use.
Right.
So you do 1 or 2 light sets to get the muscle going. So if you're doing boom, and that's it. You don't even got to OD to warm up, right? I know everybody goes and they do that. Cardio before weights is going to affect your weight workout. You want to be able to put your maximum effort into your weights, maximize the time that you have in there, and then jump on your cardio after.
Right.
My instructor or my trainer, he'd tell me wait to do cardio till after, because we do the workout, you hit good, now you're tired, and then go burn extra calories with the cardio after we did everything else.
Right. Yeah. So and it's then again, just take the calorie thing out your head. Do cardio so that your blood markers are good and your heart is healthy.
Right. For me, cardio is more internal. Like it's the heart. Your heart gets stronger.
And work capacity. You know what cardio is for
Stamina.
me? It lowers my cholesterol. It lowers my triglycerides. It helps with my liver enzymes. And I get to play with my kids and not be winded.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I look at it. I can walk up my stairs in my house and, I could go on a hike and walk around and not feel like I'm huffing and puffing.
Right.
And that feels good.
Are we still going to go up to the mountains this year and do that?
Yeah, I would like to. I got to see how we do that. But go ahead. Let's get back to this.
It's just like...
Number 6, do cardio for your heart. Cardiovascular disease is the #1 killer, and you can prevent it with exercise.
That's the point. I'm not saying cardio's bad. But I'm saying you're doing it for the wrong way. You're cardioing yourself to death.
Right.
45 minutes, an hour.
Oh, that insanity.
Do 20 to 30 minutes, 3 to 4 times a week after your weights. Add in walks periodically after dinner, during lunch, after lunch, whatever it is.
Right.
Okay. And trust me, over the process of time. Look, you want to know something simple that you could do right away? Only drink water or coffee or tea. Eliminate all other drinks that have calories in it.
Can't, man.
Okay. Do this exercise setup 3
Right.
times a week weights. After the weights, 3 times a week cardio. Add some walks here and there. You're gonna start to see so much results
Big
just from that alone.
difference.
Big
Right.
difference. Big difference. Go ahead. 6. Do cardio.
Do cardio for your heart. Cardiovascular disease is the #1 killer, and you can prevent it with exercise. Mainly cardiovascular exercise. At least 100 to 150 minutes per week total.
Right. So if you do 3 30-minute cardio sessions a week, that's 90.
Right.
And then add some walks here and there, you're gonna hit that goal easily.
Right.
Right. Go ahead.
#7, improve the way you react to stress.
That's a big one. So now we're dealing with the mental aspect.
that
of it,
emotional
right?
intelligence.
Right. Emotional intelligence. Come on.
Stressing yourself out is not good for your health. Not getting worked up and staying level-headed is an important skill to develop.
Yes. Come on.
#8, make your sleep a priority.
Everywhere. Everywhere. Go ahead.
Sleep affects your health in many ways. Hunger, energy expenditure, weight, etc. Make sure you have good sleep hygiene.
Come on.
#9, start your day with a balanced breakfast.
Now, if you have the preference that you want to go ahead and do your intermittent fast,
right.
that's fine. Intermittent fasting by itself, there's nothing magical about it. All right? We were doing intermittent fasting for years when you woke up late so you couldn't get breakfast, so you didn't eat till your lunch break.
Right.
But we didn't call it intermittent fasting. We call it that you're an irresponsible ass that hit snooze too many
Right.
times.
Yeah.
And you didn't eat breakfast.
Yep.
What intermittent fasting does is it shortens the amount of time that you have to eat in a
90
day.
seconds.
And guess what that kind of does for you? You're probably going to eat less because you
Less
have less
calories.
time to eat.
Yeah.
So you have less calories. By itself, it does nothing magical. It's just a preference. It's a meal timing method. That's all it really is.
Right.
Now, full fasting is something different. What we do with the monthly fast,
Right.
that's different. That's your chance to detox twice a month. There's things that help in your system and things like that
Ketosis
because you're consistent with that.
Right.
But that little eating window, all that does is that's just a trendy
60
way to
seconds.
discipline you to eat less. Right? What they have shown is that people who have a good balanced breakfast tend to eat less later in the day. You won't overeat at lunch. You won't overeat at dinner, right? They have a saying like eat like a king at breakfast, a prince at lunch, and a pauper at night, right?
What's a pauper?
A pauper, like a poor person.
Okay.
Right? So like your dinner shouldn't be. But again, it really don't matter. Depends on what your goals are, right?
Right.
For me, lunch tends to be my biggest meal of the day, right?
Facts.
Again, unless I'm traveling, if I'm doing something but in general on the daily, lunch is my biggest meal, right? And because if I do breakfast, for me it's light or not at all, because I like to work out on an empty stomach and I tend to work out in the morning. And not because I think it's any better, I just don't like having food in my stomach when I'm working out.
10
That's
seconds.
I don't like the
Yes.
feeling of having something in there, right? If I do something, it's light. A banana, maybe a piece of toast, right?
Yeah.
I'll even throw a Pop-Tart in there or something, right? 'Cause Pop-Tart's not inherently bad, right? It's
Right.
carbs, maybe 3 grams of fat, right? And that's it.
Just
right?
not
It's
the Pop-Tarts with the icing on top.
Nah, I do it with
Yeah.
the icing. Not a
Well,
big
the
deal.
icing is...
No, that brown cinnamon sugar.
Yeah.
No.
It's
It
got
depends.
gelatin.
No, but it depends on which one.
Okay.
Yeah, because it depends on the brand and what you use. Not all of them do. Not all the flavors.
Gotcha.
Like some of it's bovine gelatin. They just won't tell you. Like you got to call and ask.
Gotcha.
You got to call
Oh
and
my
ask.
God.
Right. But go ahead. Come on.
#10, surround yourself with positive
No,
people.
finish 9, finish
Number
9,
9,
finish
start
it.
your day with a balanced breakfast. Observational data show that those who eat in the morning have increased satiety and better body composition.
Right, and that's what you're really looking for when people say they want to lose weight. You want a better body composition because what'll happen is if you're not maximizing that weight training and your protein, you become skinny fat. The scale says what you want it to say, but now you have all this soft, squishy skin.
Right.
Flubbery.
Right, you're flubbery, right? And do you want flubbery and you want to feel good for a number that nobody sees? You're not walking around with that number on your head. Or do you want to look good in your t-shirt and look like you actually work out, right?
Right.
Look like you take care of yourself.
Flubbergasted.
Do you want to feel good?
Right.
Do you want to have that strength? Do you want to have that stamina? Do you want to not be like, "Oh, my back," and all this other stuff like that, right? Go ahead, come on.
Number 10, surround yourself with positive people. The value of your community cannot be emphasized
And
enough.
that goes into us, right? What we do here as Israelites.
Preferring one
There's
another.
a spiritual aspect to it. I'm kind of rushing through it. I want it to go deeper. We're still going to show a few videos and stuff like that because, like I said, next week I want to go into we spent too much time on. I wanted to say a little aside, and everybody got all crazy with the food stuff. Go ahead. But the community, right? The people that we have and what we have here is what that spiritualness that we bring to it as
Right.
well, right?
Yes.
Remember, it says bodily exercise profiteth a
little, but it
right?
profiteth.
But it profiteth, right? But it profiteth, okay? Meaning that's not the end all be all, right? People take that to me, see, like I don't got to work out. No, it's just letting you know that the higher value is, right?
Godliness.
Your spirit, godliness, right? That's what's going to get you where you need to be. What else we got? I know we have videos. That was 10. Get
Of the
that out
same
way.
guy. We have a video of this same guy.
No, but go down. Let me show me the video feed because I know where we were. You guys went left to right and it looked good. I want to get through it.
Show me the Carfax.
Yeah, let's do him. Let's do that one. Come on.
About when you do that and there's like muscles there, nobody cares about that. We don't want to see.
I care about it.
Right? Decent physique, this guy. Go ahead. Right? Nothing
just
crazy.
aside,
Right?
guys,
Because
this-
what? So he doesn't have a six-pack? He don't know what he's talking about?
Right.
This guy has a PhD in this stuff. Right? And he knows how to apply it. He actually, in absence of his shirt, he looks relatively fit. Right? So, you got to get this thing out of your head of what you look. And he actually got some good definition on the back. A lot of people don't get that
In the
definition on the
shoulders,
backside
right.
there. Right, exactly. Go ahead, come on.
Making you look amazing. Lifting weights is one of the best things you can do for your health. It can reduce your risk of diseases like diabetes and cardiovascular disease. It can help slow down age-related cognitive decline. And has
Stop. He's talking about lifting weights, not cardio,
Right.
not exercise in general. He's telling you the benefits of lifting weights. All right, run that back a little bit. He's giving you, this is the weightlifting benefits. It's not just about looking pumped.
Right.
Right? Go ahead, come on.
risk of diseases like diabetes and cardiovascular disease. It can help slow down age-related cognitive decline and has been shown to improve certain outcomes in cognitive diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's.
Stop. Lifting weights has been shown to help you mentally.
Yeah, I was going to say cognitive decline. That all
Yes.
goes into mental sharpness.
Yes,
And then
yes.
a lot of what we deal with in the script, it's all mental anyway.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Go ahead, come on.
Improve bone density, which will reduce the risk of fracture as you age.
Stop. This is what I was saying. It helps your bone density. So, like, as you age, that's one of the biggest things people get jacked up for as they get older. They'll fall, they'll get into an accident, their
can't
bones,
get up.
they're like glass. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah,
like,
Mr. Glass.
Like Mr. Glass from
Damn.
Samuel Jackson, right? Go ahead, come on.
You improve strength and physical function, both of which are predictors of mortality as you age as well. And it can help improve your confidence, reduce stress, and make you a better person overall. Don't let people like this discourage you from wanting to prioritize your health and fitness. And don't let them project their insecurities on you either. Keep
That
doing
part.
you and keep making gains. For more helpful fitness content like this, make sure to give me a follow.
All right, next. Where I want to wrap.
This guy has some good stuff, bro.
I like him because he's balanced. He's not intimidating, I think, for people. You know, you follow like a bodybuilder and you feel like, damn, I can't do that. And not all bodybuild, like I said, and there's people that it's like some excessive nonsense that they're talking about. And it's really not that complicated to meet your goals. You do it and you do it. You know, the other thing that's an issue, again, there's so many clips that I have. Changing your workout all the time. Stick with something.
Right.
You know, all these great bodybuilders, they did the same workout their whole careers.
Really?
They just changed the weights, intensities, rep set scheme. But the same thing.
Really?
You know, if you want to change
Damn.
exercises for variety because you feel bored, I'll run the same program for months at a time.
Right.
And I'll just kind of switch exercises out as like, you know, just to kind of.
And remember how I told you? I told you.
And I won't change it for like 5 or 6 months.
Damn.
If that. I mean, I'll add weight.
Right.
I'll change my rest periods, but I'll do the same movements.
Right. Makes
I
sense.
go in. I've been doing the same because I start with back and then chest because I do upper lower. I start with back and then chest. Typically, unless the machine's not available, then I'll switch it. Like I don't wait around for a machine. Like I just want to do my
Get it
thing and
down.
get out.
Right.
I'll start with back just because back's kind of harder to feel. So like motivation wise, like you don't
Right.
feel the pump as much in the back. I mean, I do once I'm done with my set. And like mentally, like the back is like harder for me. Like I'm like,
Right.
ugh. So I'll start with back, then I'll go to chest, and then I'll go to my accessories. So I'll do like kind of big compound movements or what they call multi-joint, and then I'll move to like other type of stuff after the fact. But I usually start with back and then chest. And I've been doing the same back and chest exercises for like a year now.
Right.
Right. I just change the weight, or I'll change the rest or the reps. Right. Sometimes I'll do 5 reps. Sometimes I do 8. Right. Everything else I'll do like 12 to 15. Sometimes I do 10 to 8. It really depends. It depends on how I'm feeling. Maybe I wasn't that. Maybe I was a little sleepy. Maybe I'm feeling a little under the weather. Right. And I don't get as much, or I gotta drop the weight. Right. But always changing your workout and stuff like that, you've not given your body a time to adapt. Like, you got to do it consistently over a certain amount of time, right? And stick with it and get this whole 30-day transformation, 60-day transformation out of your head and just kind of stay consistent with it, you know? Go ahead, come on.
You need to be doing this kind of exercise if you want to prevent dying prematurely.
Stop. So if you want to prevent dying prematurely, he's going to tell you the type of exercise that you need to be doing. Go ahead.
Foremost, any kind of physical activity is going to be really helpful for
Anything's
your
better than nothing.
Right.
You want to do Vinsanity, right? You want to do whatever is better than zero, right? But you want to do the one that has shown to help increase longevity and prevent mortality. Go ahead, come on.
health. But if you want to live a long life and reduce your risk of premature death, you need to focus on improving your strength through resistance training. Why?
Resistance training. Go ahead.
Because strength is a major predictor of all-cause mortality. For example, this study showed that older adults with high muscular strength had a reduced risk of all-cause mortality, even in populations with high cardiovascular fitness.
Stop. So what he's telling you, even the ones that were good at running and everything else, okay, what really helped them was going to be the strength, the resistance training, right? Go ahead, come on.
Benefits of strength are beyond that of just being in good physical shape. Strength training is not just about looking better, guys. It really is about improving the quality of your life so that you can be physically fit even into your later decades of life.
Right. Okay. Go ahead. Come on.
Good stuff.
What else we got? What else we got? I want to finish all of these because I'm going to put this to bed and we're going to go. Oh, yeah. Let's talk about the red meat. Go ahead. Listen to this. Come on.
Guys, red meat is not bad for you. Vegetables are not going to kill you, and artificial sweeteners are not going to give you cancer. Demonizing specific foods without taking into account your overall diet and lifestyle is a waste of time that only contributes to disordered eating behaviors. Make sure to give me a follow for science-based nutrition.
Right. So this goes back to what I was saying, that you're talking about artificial sweeteners, but you got you got a bottle a week habit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Draining out a natter.
You're right. And the rest of your thing is crap. You don't sleep. You don't. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you another one. Some brother's gonna get butthurt over this. You'll drive 2 hours each way to go get water from a well in Sedona. But then your diet and your sleep is like crap every week. Like that magic water is gonna do something for you.
Right.
Now, if you
Jesus
do
water.
Now that's good.
It's late Minnetonka.
Hey, it's delicious water. It feels crisp. It does have a different taste to it.
It hit different. It hit different.
But if you don't sleep, you don't grow yourself spiritually and mentally, right? You're not resistance training. Like, you don't have good sleep hygiene. Your nutrition is off and everything else. What's that water gonna do for you?
Facts.
High quality H2O.
Stepping over $100 bills to pick up nickels.
Pick up nickels. You know what I'm saying?
Dang.
What you got to do is focus on overall habits. What else we got?
That's some good high quality H2O.
What was that? What are those on the right though? Was there anything else? Or was that marriage stuff? Is that health stuff or is that marriage stuff? What's he saying? Okay, yeah, let's play it. These are short. I want to get them all out. I'm just doing a dump here, brothers and sisters, because like I said, after this, I'm going to move on. Go ahead, come on.
You probably already know that being overweight and having excess fat is unhealthy. But why? Fat is not just a passive energy storage tissue. It's an endocrine organ that produces hormones and other signaling molecules.
You hear that?
When you have too
so
much
this
fat,
whole thing, stop. Some people get all bent out of shape. You're fat shaming and all this stuff.
Right.
It's not just about in appearance, right? It's endocrine producing organ, meaning it helps produce different hormones in your body. And when you stay in a state of having all that excess body fat, it increases all-cause mortality, meaning your death rate. It exposes you. You're more susceptible to various cancers.
Right.
You're more susceptible to all types of other diseases. All right? It's not just about looks.
Esau knows that. That's how they feed the medical system.
But they got this whole thing that like, oh, don't worry, you're fat shaming and all this other stuff like that. It's not healthy to be fat.
Right.
It's not.
That's what Captain Shem said at the men's conference.
It's not.
Yeah.
So it's not just about look. It's not healthy to be fat. All right? Go ahead. Come on. Run it back a little. 10 seconds. You can hit the 10-second button. There you go.
Ta-da!
Fat is not just a passive energy storage tissue. It's an endocrine organ that produces hormones and other signaling molecules. When you have too much fat, the molecules and hormones secreted from your fat cells change and become more pro-inflammatory.
Stop. So everybody's like, oh, eat an alkaline diet, but you're 300 pounds.
Right.
Fix it.
Right? Oh, use alkaline water, but you're 300 pounds. Right? or you're overweight. Let's say you're not 300 pounds, right? None of that stuff. This is the joke that I'm saying, right? There's nothing wrong with the lemon water. Yes, there's benefits to all that stuff. But those benefits are overdone by the rest of your bad habits that you don't got. You're looking for hacks, right? The magic that you're looking for in supplements and all these other things is in the work that you're avoiding. And you got to put in the work and be disciplined. And what that shows is, there was another clip where the guy says, when you see a fit man, you know that he has these different characteristics, right? He's disciplined, he's this, he's into delayed gratification, right? You know all these different things because he works on himself,
I remember
right?
that video, yeah.
Like so when you see somebody that's like that, a lot of people, because they don't have that in them, get vexed. And they'll try to accuse you of being vain. They'll say, oh, you're into vanity, you're this, you're that, the other. I'm not saying some people aren't, but you just feel threatened by their good characteristics. Because for somebody to be like that and have those type of habits, what that shows is that they have strong discipline, they have strong willpower, right? They know how to make things happen in their life and make things move in their life, and you just like to make excuses as to why you can't. Right? And you're looking for a magic hack or a shortcut to get to where you need to be. And you're spinning your wheels from diet to diet, from program to program, because the boring, plain, vanilla stuff doesn't sound sensational enough to you.
It's not provocative.
And you have the wrong expectations of how long it takes to get results. You got to be in it. It got to be a lifestyle. Right? You don't got to be a gym rat. Got to be a lifestyle. 3 times a week.
Right. That's not that bad.
That's not bad at all.
No.
Facts.
Right? So he says that this stuff can lead to different chronic conditions. Come on, go ahead.
Chronic inflammation, as well as a host of other health problems. For example, when you have excess fat, you release more pro-inflammatory cytokines, which can interfere with the actions of insulin, which can lead to insulin resistance and ultimately type 2 diabetes. These inflammatory molecules can also increase your risk of developing plaque buildup in your arteries, a condition known as atherosclerosis. Over time, this can lead to cardiovascular disease, including heart attacks and strokes. Excess adiposity also results in less secretion of adiponectin, which is a hormone that regulates glucose and lipid metabolism, as well as inflammation and cardiovascular function. Aside from these, excess adiposity leads to an increased risk of sleep apnea, liver disease, and joint problems, which all negatively influence your quality of life. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give me a follow for more educational nutritional content.
I'm glad we got to show this one, because it's not just all about appearance, it's not just all about looks.
Right.
It's not healthy. It's not healthy, and we got to do better.
Right.
We got to be that example, right? We're out here telling people be disciplined to keep these laws, but we're not disciplined enough to. Bishop got a letter. I don't know if he's going to read it on Shout Out Tuesday. He sent it to us, the deacons, and a sister was kind of saying that, and she was like, look, I want to say this as nicely as I can, my brothers. You guys are mighty in spirit, and you produce this. You're teaching people to be disciplined and to avoid the perils of this world. She said, but a lot of these brothers, they got to lose these huge guts. She said they got to increase the. I'm not saying we all got to look brolic. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But she was, and not everybody's going to have a 6-pack, but have a reasonable sized, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, and look, you eat, and as the day goes, your daytime weight, it fluctuates. You know what I'm saying? I've said it before, man, in the morning, I'm svelte. By the end of the day, I'm looking in the mirror. I'm like, damn, where'd all that go? It's water distribution. It's different stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to stay all nice and toned up and stuff like that, right? I got a little bit of a gut. It's not as big as it used to be. I've vacillated between that stuff, right? But nobody's saying have a perfectly V-tapered slim waist. Just don't be excessive. Like, your thing shouldn't be kind of out here. You know what I'm saying? Like Bishop says, you gotta be able to look down and see your friend.
That part, that part right there.
You don't want the stomach to kind of be folding over into like the pelvic area and stuff like that. You gotta fix those things, because it's not just from an appearance perspective, but it does send messaging to people. So what does it say? That you can be disciplined enough to fight sin, but you can't discipline your mouth and your body to do what's needed?
Right.
You can't focus on 3 simple steps of nutrition, sleep, and exercise, so that you can have good health and be more useful for the nation?
How long are you going to be around if you can't discipline yourself?
That's the other part.
Yeah.
So we got to look at it from a more holistic approach of how we did those things, right? I mean, look at all those scriptures that talk about the eating and the sleeping and the stress and all that stuff like that. I mean, it puts you in a state of mind to say, hey, we got to do better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you'll know how that goes. What else we got there? What's this one? Is that a health one too? 59. Nah, we can save that. You know what? Let's save that for next week, just as a little recap. Let me show these funnies. You got a scripture you want to bring?
I got a question on the scripture we read earlier.
Go ahead.
I want to ask you. Me? Or
Yeah,
him?
go ahead. No.
Give me Sirach, and this is for my question for you. What does this mean?
No, go.
And
left.
I think it goes in with what you just said about.
Yeah, we're gonna do the bearded guy. But go
About
ahead.
disciplining yourself and not sinning, but can't discipline yourself in eating. Sirach 31,
19
and 23.
This is the book of Sirach,
23 and 24.
chapter 31, verse 23. Whoso is liberal of his meat, men shall speak well of him, and the report of his good housekeeping will be believed.
Come on.
But against him, this is a niggard of his meat.
That is.
Oh, yeah. But against him that is a niggard of his meat, the whole city shall murmur, and the testimonies of his niggardness shall not be doubted of.
So
That's
that-
talking about hospitality, because a niggard is someone who's cheap.
Okay, so
All
it's
right?
not. It's not. Okay.
No, he means liberal of his meat that you're
sharing.
you're
Mm,
sharing. with
sharing.
people.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's get after
Yeah.
the racial. I think is
Yeah.
going into.
Yeah, that's not going into diet. That's
Okay.
going into sharing, right, amongst the community.
Being a
Even
good
like
host.
Bishop
Right.
Bishop Kanai brought out the fact that one of his pet peeves is people that'll shop at Sprouts or one of these high end stores for the congregation or for themselves, but then for the congregation they'll go buy discounted great value stuff
Right.
like that.
Hell no.
Go ahead. Hey, so I'm gonna leave it with these last two videos. There's a little chiding for some people. This guy's pretty funny. All right. I think these both go into like diet and meet people and their extremes with this type of stuff. But go ahead, come on.
Some people who believe there's more than two genders, and some that don't. There's some people who believe in God, and some that don't. There's some that think the earth is flat, and others who don't. Me, I don't care what you believe. Just don't believe there's such thing as a cauliflower steak. There's not. It's just a fucking cauliflower. Throw it in the garbage.
You thought you were gonna come with something deep,
Right.
Man,
That's good.
No such
Mouvain
thing.
was on that stuff for a long time.
Yeah, take the wheel.
There ain't no cauliflower steak.
Take the wheel.
It's
Or the mushroom fried chicken.
It's cauliflower.
Right.
All right, that's it. What do they call it? What do they call the cauliflower wings?
Yeah, the cauliflower wings.
That's not wings.
What?
It's
Oh,
breaded
yeah.
fried cauliflower
Yeah, that part.
with the wing sauce on it.
With the wing sauce. I mean, they used to hit, but, you know, you got to.
There ain't no cauliflower steak. It's just cauliflower.
Yeah, right. My wife makes
Oh
me
my
like
God.
cauliflower rice, and it's like, okay, it's cauliflower. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Right, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. Just call it what it is.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Oh, this is a steak.
If you like,
If you want a wing, go get a
if
damn.
you want a wing, go get a wing.
Right.
If you want a steak, go
Go get a steak. Yeah.
Stop calling your vegetables something it's not.
Right.
That's like believing in Santa Claus.
Damn.
Go
Tooth
ahead.
fairy.
Hey, stop playing with your food.
Go ahead.
Or somebody yells at you for eating meat, your first instinct is to yell back, right? This is wrong. Instead, you need to show some compassion. Go up to them, give them a big hug. Because this is their cry for help. Think about it. Put yourself in their shoes. They're not eating steak, ribs, or brisket. How horrible of a life do you think that is? Show some compassion.
That's good stuff right there.
Show some compassion to them.
Right.
They don't know what a
And be
steak
understanding.
They're not eating steak, ribs, brisket.
Dang. Not the whiskey.
They don't.
Yes, the brisket.
They're miserable in their life. Show some compassion.
You got to have some
meat
whiskey
eaters.
in your life, bro.
All right,
sorry.
show
I'm a
some
believer.
compassion. Show
Some
Look,
Dickie Yasha brisket.
I had a ton more. I don't want to keep dragging these episodes. I mean, I think people have enjoyed them. I don't want to say they're dragged out, but I feel like I got other stuff that I've been wanting to bring out.
Bring it out.
we've been
Trying to
bringing-
build these men up.
Right.
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
and this is building it up too.
Right.
It's impossible to be all encompassing, and then with all this information, really you just got to trim it down and focus on what's needed. It's really for us to be better, right? And like I said, my goal was to start with the physical, and the sisters could take this advice too, but my aim was to the men, right? When I did the class on emotional intelligence, I dealt with that. Now we're dealing with we dealt with the physical, the hygiene, different things, right?
Right.
For us to really kind of improve ourselves, right? This walk is a walk of perfecting ourselves, right? Get me that where it says, be ye perfect as your Father in heaven is perfect, right? And of course, chiefly that goes into the commandments. But under that, it goes back to like the letter that the sister sent. And she was like, look, yeah, we got the spiritual aspect down, but then what about everything else that's needful for life, for us to maximize ourselves, for us to be healthy, to stick around,
right,
and to really show that shining example, right, to our people. Go ahead, read that. Y'all got it?
I'm in Matthew 5.
Last verse.
Last verse?
Yeah.
Yeah, there it
The
is.
book of
48.
Matthew, chapter 5 and verse 48. Be ye therefore perfect, even as your Father which is in heaven is perfect.
Right, and we know that the laws is the chiefness of the perfecting of ourselves, right?
Right.
So quite literally, this is going into that. But then behind that doesn't come all that other discipline and all that other morality for us to do right. Like how we're gonna be so into that, but your teeth is all jacked up, right? How you gonna be so into that, but you don't wash your ass, ninja?
Right.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Ninja.
Like,
Wipe your ass, nigga.
right. We got to be able to stand out and be that example. And here's the thing. You're never going to go above the curse. You can do all those things, and the Most High can still bring you death. Let me be clear on that, all right? If he wants something to happen to you, you're going to have... Just like you can use birth control, and he's still going to get you pregnant.
Right.
That part.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but does it mean, you don't kind of put these things in place? You know what I'm saying? We still got to be able to kind of roll in a certain spirit, because it goes back... maybe next week we'll show that clip of the video where it says, where I see a man that's fit, these are the type of characteristics that I know that he has behind that stuff, right? And what it shows is that that's somebody that has certain qualities behind them, right? So, I mean, we got to be able to show that forth and be that and show that, right? I mean, we need to show that we're that knowledge is in everything. And we got to kind of balance out our knowledge and our awakeness with not falling for every little thing that you see that comes out, all right? Because there's so much, like I said, there's so many fitness influencers. There's so many people that have something to say about diet. There's so many people that have something to say about food. And then the food industry don't help it, because they'll key in on, they have people and algorithms that look for trending fitness terms, and then they'll put that on their labels.
Organic.
Organic is trending.
Yeah.
All right, so they want organic. What does the government say organic constitutes? I mean, do yourself a favor and go look at that stuff. What legally they're allowed to say, and what you think you're buying and what you're not, and how you're fooling yourself into thinking that you're doing something healthier. And like the guy said, you're stepping over $100 bills to pick up nickels.
Right.
I'm not saying don't do those things. I'm not saying in some respects those things aren't better, but you're fooling yourself.
And you know what's heavy about what you just said? It made me think of being tossed about with every wind of doctrine. It's the doctrines can come in other forms other than the scriptures.
Yes.
You could build doctrines in your head based on what you're eating, what you gravitate towards for like you said, exercise.
What you see online.
Right. Someone says the plant community have no recipes or dishes. They're still trying to live through meat recipes without the meat. It's true. Everything's some sort of substitute for meat, for cheese, and all this other stuff.
Damn, that sound like
and then
you.
they're using carcinogens and all this stuff to make something that tastes like cheese or tastes like meat or tastes like butters.
It's horrible.
Where butter? When you look at the ingredients for butter, do you know what ingredients are on butter? Butter.
Damn.
It just says butter.
Right.
I'm not talking about the soft spread that has some oil and butter. It just says butter. Since when did that become bad?
Why are you going for the imitation thereof instead of the real thing?
You buy cheese? You know what the ingredient says on cheese? Cheese.
Oh, okay.
It says milk, maybe cream.
Right.
Some curds.
Salt.
Cheese.
Look at the ingredients on some vegan cheese.
Xanthan gum.
Yes.
And I'm not saying for lactose people and things like that.
Right,
okay, that's different. You got some lactose issues.
It don't even melt though.
But I'm
damn, I hated it. It didn't even
y'all
freaking melt. Oh my god, I hated it.
Oh, you had it. You tried it and all that good stuff.
You said
right. And organic chicken's a fallacy too. All that means is that the feed is organic. Those same chickens will be on top of each other. All types of bad conditions that they're living in. A damn unhealthy chicken.
Mucus, all kind of crap.
Two heads.
Right.
Chicken.
You got all this craziness that's out there. I think that's what the other video was about. Maybe, like I said, we'll show that one and the other one when we go into the next show. But
hey, but what we read about today, how to eat, how to do this, clean yourself, all that. Those are commandments.
Yes.
Those are commandments.
Those are commandments. It was
and we always go to 1 Corinthians 3:16 about your body is the temple of the Lord.
To say not to smoke.
Yeah, it's not only about smoking, it's about how much you eat.
Right.
cleaning
Right.
yourself,
Right.
wiping your ass,
Right.
all that good stuff.
Ninja.
Right. Right. Look,
Beyond
you got
Meat.
Beyond Meat, which is good. They taste pretty good. They
Hey,
taste
hey,
taste
they
very
do.
close
Go
to
back-
meat.
go
That's
back to
facts.
Okay, look at that. Right. Look at the ingredients. Right.
Yeah.
A beef burger.
It's a beef.
Grass-fed
Beef.
A bean burger, beans, quinoa, onions, flax. Not bad, but
I
still.
It's all natural.
right?
It's natural.
I like that.
Beyond Burger. Pea protein, canola oil,
Isolate,
coconut oil,
isolate.
water, yeast
Maltodextrin.
extract, and again, not that the
Non-GMO modified food
ingredients,
starch.
not that the ingredients in and of themselves, some of them are necessarily bad, okay? But look as you keep going down, right?
Methacellulose.
Annatto extract. What's that?
They gotta fill it with cellulose, which is just
Citrus
fiber.
fruit
Annatto, that's
extract.
natural. But the point is, look at all them extra ass ingredients that you got in there.
Except just beef. Can I get just the beef?
Hey, a beef burger don't sound good.
Actually, I like lamb burgers. The lamb dilly burgers.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
not bad. They're not bad. The bean burgers
We
aren't
in
bad
there.
either. Different taste.
We are.
Different it's not gonna taste like a burger. It's a bean patty. I don't know why they call it a burger. You could say it's a
Yeah.
bean patty.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. That sounds good. I
But
like
you
all
know,
those beans.
I mean, look,
Patty
the
cake,
Beyond
patty
Burger,
cake.
in all fairness, is not terrible with the ingredients that it has in there.
You've tried
But
That
it's a lot.
Impossible,
No, they're
though.
pretty good.
That imp-
yeah,
yeah, they
like
good,
like
bro.
they got the sausage, and
It
it's
tastes
pretty good.
good.
It tastes
It
pretty
tastes
good.
good. I ain't gonna front on
It
that.
tastes
I
pretty
got
good.
the burgers.
It tastes.
But that,
I just
but
got
that
burgers.
cheese though, that fake cheese, it don't melt, bro.
Right.
No?
Right.
Nah.
Yeah, and I don't want to scare people because you got to know what's the ingredients, right? Like some of these are not necessarily anything bad. You know what I'm saying?
I got the
That natural
fries
flavor
that
though, that
cross
want to
your
get you.
eyes.
You don't know what's in that natural flavor.
My God,
you
it
know?
could be some beaver.
Right.
Beaver glands.
Beaver anal glands.
Yep.
Beaver anal
From the
glands.
anus.
Oh, what was the one with the bread? Was that a fake bread? What's that? No, that's fake meat. But they got different stuff. I'm telling you, it's just that you put all these ingredients. The cheese is a bad one.
Oh
Or
God.
to do like a hot dog.
Oh God.
And supposedly you don't like meat, but all your stuff is based on tasting like meat.
Yes.
The worst is the crumbled meat is actually like a rubber in it, and you can taste it. It bounces in your when you chew it.
Right. He said, "Are bean burgers good? Like, do they taste good? Yeah. Remember, think of food as less nutritious or more nutritious.
Right.
It's not necessarily anything that's
Better.
Yeah,
Right.
better. I mean, now stuff that's grown in a lab. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like I don't know that I'll mess with that. Right. Look at real cheese. That's a good one.
Pasteurized milk, cheese culture, salt,
You know what's-
enzymes.
Annatto.
You know what's
Annatto.
wild? They did bring up the fact I was seeing this. They're gonna start making meat from a lab, so not like
They're
actually
doing
grown.
it now.
Right, but it's gonna start being mass issued where it's.
That's what they just did with them little 50-cent Burt. Pay attention.
That's
them
what that
little
was?
50-cent man.
Come
Hell yeah,
on,
they got them
man.
things on the market. Ninjas
Oh,
in the
snap.
hood right now eating that
Bro,
junk.
it's
Right
9:42.
now.
Bro,
Oh.
we got to stop.
Oh my God.
Captain Gad waiting for us.
Oh my
Dang.
God. He's like,
Damn, it's 9:42. We went over.
plus,
Damn.
plus,
Yeah.
plus, plus.
We went hella over.
oh my God.
There was a lot of information on this stuff. But hey, look. So next week, can we give them the preview for next week? The
Bow,
video
chicka, bow, wow.
with the 9.
Oh,
I forgot what was the title. The 9 things.
He.
No, yeah, is that it? Was that the
Yes,
video?
yes.
Okay, just put the. But what was the title? What was the title? Show the
Oh,
title.
it was something about
No, he has the link. He posted the link, but then he also has the download.
No, this is a download. It's
Right.
Get them ads ready.
something about her ego.
We're gonna wrap up.
Come on, brothers. We gotta wrap up.
Oh my God. Get them ads ready while he looking.
Links.
He posted it. He said reminder. Okay. So next week we're gonna recap a little bit of the stuff we did these
Except
past
the
few
food.
weeks.
Except the food.
Except the food. We're not gonna recap that because people get all in their feelings.
Take the L.
Right. That's Judah speaking. We're gonna go over 9 golden rules to show dominance. Okay, to show dominance. All right. How to really man up. Now the title's flashy and sensational.
Right,
Gets the
right.
people going.
But it's not disrespectful at all, brothers. You are going to want to tune in. All right. I know the sisters is gonna tune in. They like the show too, but we're gonna be putting game on for the brothers.
Right.
Right.
Don't miss it.
9 golden rules to show dominance, so you can be the manly, masculine man that these women need.
Yeah.
All right.
And speaking of which, you need to get you some manly badge of dignity.
That's right.
Here
Beard
it is.
oil.
He's segueing. Do we got the commercial? We got to play the commercial.
Uh-oh.
Man,
gotta play the
play the
commercial.
commercial. You got the commercial?
We got to play the commercial.
Talk to me.
Do you have it?
No,
Get
sir.
Beard
No, sir.
Game
Oh,
stock
God.
We do not.
and tell us what's
Who
your
has
sin?
it?
Oh, got
Send
it.
it.
Oh, got it.
Can you
Hold
just
on.
send
I
it
can
real
send
quick?
it. I
Send
can
it. We
send
got to
it.
show the commercial.
I got you.
I got all the other shows showing the commercials.
I got
and we
you.
not gonna show the commercial.
We're gonna show the commercial.
What the hell is this?
We're gonna show the commercial.
You still want to get the other one ready?
What's the other one?
The segment
Bay
for
Road.
tomorrow for next week. You want to show that real quick, just a little bit?
Yeah, you can show a little bit of that.
Show
one.
the preview. Show the preview for next week's show.
And you got the commercial.
And you just got sent the commercial. So, double time. Double time.
Oh my god.
Double time. What are you doing?
Why aren't you showing the preview for next week's show while you do all that in the background?
Yes.
Right.
Who's on the damn laptop, yo? Thank you. Pause. Unmute.
Is that like a girl?
Pause.
Unmute.
You look rough.
Thank you.
Raise the volume. Is this the one without the volume?
This better have
In today's world, women are put on digital pedestals, getting praised just for existing. Imagine the ego boost if that were you. If you don't set the balance, you'll be lost in her sea of online admirers. In this guide, we unveil the 9 rules to keep her ego in check. Number 1, recognize.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're
Yeah,
gonna
we
talk
gotta
about
get all
that.
of that.
And look, it starts with recognizing your value. We're gonna
Yes.
go, brothers. We're gonna go in. We're gonna put you on to some game.
Oh, my
okay,
God.
we're gonna put you on to some game for next week. Okay.
Spell my name.
And then let's show this commercial. Come on.
Spell my name.
What happened?
We got Ruvain.
Hey.
Oh, he got to spell like that.
It's a
in his
work in
phone.
progress, sir.
Who?
This guy.
Who the
Go
who?
ahead.
Who the who?
It's still downloading, sir.
That's not who the
Oh,
who.
my God.
Hey,
Can't you just play it from the thing?
Put
Like,
the elevator music while we wait.
real quick, so
Can you
we
just-
can. We gotta show the commercial, bro. I'm telling you, I'll be getting on everybody to show the commercials, and then we ain't gonna show the commercials.
Okay.
It's-
From the
it's-
beginning
No,
with
not that
sound.
one.
Which one you want?
The new one that we just did.
Oh, that's original royalty. We
Why
were talking
gotta show
about
the same
MBD.
commercial?
We were talking about MBD.
I want to show the new
Come
commercial.
on,
Gotcha.
man.
Dios mío.
Oh my God.
made it.
Yes, he did.
Okay,
Something-
here you go.
Hey,
Here you go.
Hey, IT, it's okay.
Boom.
You got saved with
You
this
got it.
one. Download that thing. Click on the little arrow before you hit save
Yeah.
as.
And also we have our 20th anniversary apparel from Original Royalty. Get yours today. Right in time for the fall, sliding into the winter. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Get it.
All praise. Today's episode of the Power Hour Plus was brought to you by IUIC TV. See
Let's
how I
go.
gave you guys time right there?
I like how you did that.
Let's go.
Look at this car. In the building. In the building.
You can tell by my gait that I'm all in. You can tell by my faith that I'm all in. Front line with the truth, I'ma fall in. Even if it's a dead end, going all in. You can tell by the things I'm involved in. I can lose it all for my calling. If I die for the truth, it's a win-win. And going to the end, going all in. Going all in. Going in, going all in. Going all in. Going in, going all in. You can tell by the things I'm involved in. I can lose it all for my calling. If I die for the truth, it's a win-win. And going to the end, going all in. Ooh, shop now only on originalroyalty.com.
My God.
We got a bunch of variety for you on that special 20th anniversary merch. We got major things in production. All right, we're gonna drop some. I've been saying we're gonna drop some AI art, apparel. Okay,
Right.
I know everybody's gonna go crazy over that.
For real.
Also through the schools, we're gonna have the new Passover colors coming out for pre-order.
Let's go.
This year, we're going to be doing it through the schools, right? You're not going to be able to order individually. You got to order through your camp.
Can we get a sneak preview? What's
So
the colors?
we're going to, nope.
You know
when
that.
we
Stop
drop it, when we drop
Stop
it, we'll drop it. Because I'm going to want to do some pictures.
Right.
We probably starting with the sister stuff first because that's a little more involved to get out the way. So we'll be placing the pre-orders for sisters through your camps. Instructions will go out through them soon. Okay, I got to get
Okay.
Because we know the dress that we're gonna do for them.
Okay.
So I know the sisters will be anxious to see that
photo shoot.
So we can start ordering. That'll be the color for the next 2 to 3 years. We gotta see. We've been doing 2. We've been discussing maybe running it for 3. We gotta see. But 2 to 3 years. And then the men's stuff, I'm just waiting for the prototypes. Here's the thing. Once I get those samples, I got to send them out for mass production, but I kind of want to get the samples photographed for the commercials.
Okay.
So there's a short time window, though, so I could get them producing that stuff.
Okay.
So I'll get with you so we can do that. And then we'll put like a nice promo together for the Passover garments, for the pre-orders.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, I think it'll be a little easier if we do it through the schools, on OR's part and on the individual's part. Because we get a lot of shenanigans when people do it through. Like I've had sisters that'll throw chargebacks on it and then keep the dresses.
What?
Yeah.
Yes,
damn
unjust weights.
I had a sister in LA do that.
Oh,
so
damn.
So
He
like,
knows who you are. He knows who you are.
So like it took a little while to get to her. She was going, and our customer service is great. And I'm going to stick up for my reps, right? My customer service rep is amazing. She gets back to people. She's kind. She's polite. It's just when they don't like the policy, right? They just... I've never dealt with, so they'll put more respect on dealing with Esau's business than they will with ours. And I mean, we're very accommodating.
Right.
But we're not gonna do that bully stuff where the customer's always right.
Right.
If you wrong, you wrong.
Right.
You know what
accountability. I can't say that word.
Yeah. So I had a sister. So like she filed the chargeback, then got the dresses, and then just kept the chargeback in there.
That's crazy.
Right.
Shout out LA.
Right. Yeah, LA. I've had people do that. And then they'll get the stuff, or they don't want to go through the proper channels to do the thing, and it's just terrible. I'm not saying all our customers are with us. They're not. We have other people that are not with us.
Right.
But this one was. Like, I verified.
He knows who you are.
I just never followed up. I left it alone. Like, I was going to get Cap Hananiah to get on it and stuff like that. And I said, you know what? The Most High going to deal with her.
Damn.
That's theft.
Yeah.
It is
you
theft.
stole.
It
steal
is.
it.
Damn.
Because you think you would have sent it back.
Right.
That's stealing.
Revelation that says these are those that are without the kingdom.
Right.
Yeah.
In the fire, in the lake of fire, this is the second death.
All the time. And they supposedly with us. And instead of trying to deal through the customer service.
That's crazy.
So we're going to do it through the VIP section instead.
Okay.
And then that way, if you got an issue, you deal through the camp, and we'll resolve it for you. If it's a legitimate issue, we'll work it out for you. All right? We'll work it out for you.
Oh, praises.
All right. And then we want to do pre-orders this year, so we don't order too much or too little, so everybody gets. We order the right sizes. So we'll do the pre-orders, all right? And that way most people will be accommodated, and we won't run out of sizes and stuff like that. So I think it'll work a lot smoother. But that'll be coming down the pipe. We'll also got new T-shirt designs that we're trying to get into production and drop. Okay, a lot of different art and stuff that we have coming out. So a lot of things going on. A lot of things coming through the pipeline. I'm trying to source quality. It gets a little hard, to kind of with the resources we have to do that. But I've been saying for a while we want to do skirts, just kind of regular skirts and stuff and dresses for the sisters. Just I gotta see. I can't do shine prices. Shine. That's what the sisters be. Yeah.
Shein.
Right.
Shine.
Nah, man, because they be selling like a $9 dress. It probably cost me at least that to get the dress. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I don't know. So we're going to see if they really want to support or not. Or if they just... I'm not saying don't shop at Shein or whatever it is.
All in.
Called, but we're going to try to offer some stuff for people, and let's see if they support. So we'll see what's up. Anyway, that's the show. Lord's will we see you next week. All right. Stay tuned. Go on to IUIC Denver, I think is where the Natives Hour. The Natives Hour. Okay.
Gab,
go check it out. Captain Gab. We're bringing a lot of good stuff out. All right. Go check him out. With that, we say shalom.
Shalom.
This for the Southern Kingdom, Kwame Yasharallah.
Hey, one nation, one nation.
This for the Northern Kingdom, Viva la Raza.
We one nation, one nation.
This for the Southern Kingdom, Kwame Yasharallah.
Hey, one nation, one nation.
This for the Northern Kingdom, Viva la Raza.
We one nation, one nation.
It wouldn't be Israel without Mexican.